A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharp.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to the 1169th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small dick energy. It is Monday, June 16th of 2025. It is great to have you guys in today. Got a great show in store for you guys today. Great show in store for you guys today. I'm going to react, obviously, to the better Bachelor and his critique of Myron Gaines, and then we've got of course we've got Hard R Bingo. And today we are going to use Hard R Bingo card number 27. Hard R Bingo card number 27. So make sure you stay tuned for that. By the way, quick announcement here. I forgot. So I got a Cash App yesterday, and I totally forgot to shout it out. And if I'm not mistaken, it was from B-Mac. So B-Mac, if you're in here, Mac or B-Mac, if you're in here, let me know, and I will give you a Don DeMarco because I do appreciate that $10 Cash App. Let me go ahead and read the message here. Let's see, where is it at? There it is. Very good. Says ignoring the hater. Yeah, for ignoring the haters today. Shot me a $10 Cash App for ignoring the haters today. So shout out to B-Mac. There we go. Holy moly. Let's go ahead and do a chat-wide age and location check. That way I can shout you guys out. And while I wait on that, let me read you guys' chat. King Life says, Joker is such a joker. Yeah. Harris 2820 says, Joker's a buster. No, I disagree. I don't think Joker's a buster. I think he offers great value. Love his channel, love him to death. I've collaborated with him before. But as you guys all know, not all of us are going to agree on everything. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. There's no right in today's world, there's no right or wrong way to do anything, depending upon what your motivations are. But we'll get to it. Pro Special says, I like Joker. He's not a bad guy, but he became way too black-pilled. That I agree with. Yeah, the Joker, listen, Joker is definitely black-pilled. He is definitely black-pilled. He might not think that. He might not say that. But he 100% is. That doesn't mean he's a bad guy. This just means that black pill is probably what works best for him. We'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about that shortly. Lion says, any criticism of Myron is warranted. SMDH. He started so good and power got to him. You said any criticism of Myron is warranted. No, some criticism of Myron is warranted, but not any criticism. It sounds to me like you just don't like Myron, Lala. If you don't like Myron, just say that. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't like him because of whatever, that's fine. But, you know, you can't, no, not all criticism is warranted against anybody. Native American says, dude. Janik Latalian says, on another topic, likes up. This is Walter trying to stand on my, there we go. Aaron 3319 is in the house. Appreciate that very, very much. Janik is also going to send me something through the regular channels. Okay, appreciate that. Keep them coming. Christopher Williams says, get the motherfucking likes up, y'all. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right. We got our check-ins. Dre Raven checking in from the Cactus State there in Tucson, Arizona. Real Rain checking in from the Lone Star State. Dana Gonzalez listening from Maine. Mark LeBrant, a.k.a. Ox Craig, is in San Marcos, Texas. Shade says Joker is good people. He absolutely is good people. For sure. For sure. Shane will win, coming in from Sanford, Florida. Shane will win says Joker is mostly black-pilled. I would agree with that. And I'm going to tell you the difference between Joker being black-pilled. See, I don't blame Joker for being black-pilled, and I'll tell you guys why here in a second. Edward Cross, listening from Wilmington, Delaware. Wandering Slacker is in Seattle. He says, pray for me. I'm not really religious, Wandering Slacker, but if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to know why you would like us to pray for you. Maybe I can offer some advice. King Groove says, hate the team, but I'm digging your hat. Yeah, the Phillies have finally gotten out of their... Dude, we lost 9 out of 10, got swept by the Brewers, I think we got swept by the Blue Jays. Finally, the Mets got swept, and the Phillies, I think, have won 2 of their last 3 of their last 4. So we're back on track. Aaron, 3319, checking in from Toronto. A level up man. Coming at us from the Big Easy. Jonathan Gale, out there in the DMV area, out there in D.C. Alaskan K is in North Carolina. Very good. Ibn Zur is between Miami and Jacksonville. Janik L'Italian is checking in from, is it Fuckett Island or is it Puckett Island? Pro Special, coming at us from the land of former Nazis, Germany. By the way, German engineering, as far as cars are concerned, German engineering, for my money, superior. Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen. German engineering, as far as vehicles are concerned, there is no equal. There is no equal. Night Hawk, coming in from Philadelphia, PA, the city of brotherly love. True SSJ Havoc is from Pleasantville, New Jersey. Appreciate that. You guys are from all over. Cat Nikki checking in from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Zek Z coming at us from Montreal. Montreal is the site of yesterday's F1 race, which was won decisively by George Russell. Max Verstappen finished second on the podium, and 18-year-old Kimi Antonelli earned his first podium at the Canadian Grand Prix yesterday. That was really, really cool to see. For all you F1 fans out there. Chris Williams checking in from Anaheim. Appreciate that. Jay Blaze says, Joker has a 3-year girlfriend. That I didn't know. I don't know. K Swifty checking in from Wilmington, North Carolina. Hashtag Monkey Junction. Hashtag Myrtle Grove. Appreciate that. Okay, let's go ahead and get right into today's topic. So I want you guys to know and understand right off the bat, this is not a hit piece. I'm not saying the Joker is a bad guy. I'm not. No, that's not what this is for. That's not what this is for. But you guys know and clearly understand that not all of us in this red pill manosphere space, we're not going to agree on everything. Okay, Joker and I, we agree fundamentally on probably 95%. 95% of the time, we agree fundamentally. Well, this happens to be part of the 5% that we disagree on. And so I am going to, I'm going to react to his video. I'm going to react to his video, and I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Listen, I don't think Joker would hit me with a copyright claim or anything like that. But you know, I try to be extra careful. And so I'm going to speed it up just a tiny bit. And then, pardon me. All right, let's go ahead and watch.
What is your body count?
36. I mean, I be f***ing, you know?
How old are you?
19.
Jesus Christ.
Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for Brent.
I am currently out looking for land for the men's retreat. Haven't found too much luck yet. A lot of it is very hilly or kind of swampy in the price range that I'm looking to spend. But so far, we're making progress. We'll find something here very, very soon.
Hey, listen, shout out to Joker for having a men's retreat. We need more of these. We certainly need more of these. We need more retreats for men, for sure. And again, just so you guys know, I'm working on a collaboration event with Myron Gaines. Reverend Brown with the $2 super chat says the Honda Civic is goated, in my opinion. Absolutely. Let's continue.
But while I was out here, I actually posted this to Twitter last night, and it's something I wanted to talk a little bit more about today because I see something that is still occurring, and I'm kind of confused about it. Maybe you guys can help me understand a little bit. I want you to imagine you're going in for a minimum wage job. You know it's minimum wage. They're going to pay you the least amount they can legally by law. That's what they've agreed to pay you. Yet they want you to have a 4-year degree, and they want you to be able to be on call 24/7, and they want you to be able to take no vacation. You don't get any medical aid or medical insurance. You don't get any no benefits, no bonuses, nothing. All you get is minimum wage, but you have to have a ton of requirements to get it.
Okay, so let me stop it right there. So Joker says that he puts us in a scenario. Let's say that you apply for a minimum wage job, okay? The job he is describing, guys, is the worst of the worst. Minimum wage, no benefits, no vacation. It's literally just minimum wage. Who's applying for those jobs, Joker? Number one. Number two, anyone who has the prerequisites that you're about to tell us, and yes, I have watched this before, anyone who has the prerequisites to get a better job is not going to apply for a minimum wage job. Just not going to do that. If you've got a business degree, if you've got a master's degree, if you have the requisite experience, why in the world would you willingly apply for a terrible job? So what? I understand Joker is trying to juxtapose this and compare this to hoes, right? Minimum wage job is akin to women who sleep around, okay? But believe it or not, women who sleep around are not completely useless. Just like that minimum wage job is not completely useless, okay? If you have the requirements that he is about to talk about, why on God's green earth would you willingly apply for the job? And again, he says, you know it's minimum wage. You know you're not going to get vacation. You know you're not going to get any benefits. Why in the world would a qualified candidate apply for a job that is not going to pay him or compensate him commensurate to his qualifications? That would be stupid. If you've got a PhD and you're working a minimum wage job, you can't complain that you have a minimum wage job. Because again, Joker told us, hey, you know it's minimum wage, you know it's a shitty job, but you apply anyway. Don't apply for terrible jobs. This was just like Gully Blanchard says, this is a bad comparison, a very bad comparison.
And then on top of that, you've got men's channels that are giving you advice on the best way to get that job. Now, if you were to ask yourself, well, that's kind of stupid. Why would I need a 4-year degree and jump through all these hoops just for a minimum wage job? And why would men's channels be advertising to help me do that? That's
okay. Again, this is where Joker is being disingenuous. And again, I'm not saying that he's doing this on purpose, but this is a bad example. This is a bad example. Okay? This is a very, very, very bad example. Let me rewind this a little bit because he said something very important here.
Why would I need a 4-year degree and jump through all these hoops just for a minimum wage job? And why would men's channels be advertising to help me do that? That's stupid. Why don't they tell us actually how to succeed in life or do something better? Now,
okay, this is exactly what we do. We don't tell men, here's how to get the minimum wage job. Okay? Like we don't like guys, we're not we're not teaching you how to settle with low quality women. And again, this is a very, very bad comparison. Again, you know it's minimum wage. You know it's minimum wage. But then he wants to talk about men's channels talking about how to get that minimum wage job. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think that we give you guys advice with this comparison on how to get with and commit to low quality women? No. We teach you how to bang them. We teach you that they're recreational use only, right? We teach you that the only qualification you really need is game. But we're telling you guys, don't commit to the 304. It's a waste of time. What Joker is telling us based on his comparison, and I know that he doesn't mean this, but unfortunately this is how it comes across, is we are teaching men how to wife up low-quality women. I'm sorry. That's not what we do here. We use low-quality women for sex. We use low-quality women to teach us the information that we need to know about the types of women that we will most likely encounter out in the dating world.
Who I'm specifically calling out here, you don't get any medical aid or medical insurance. You don't get any no benefits, no bonuses, nothing. All you get is minimum wage, but you have to have a ton of requirements to get it. And then on top of that, you've got men's channels that are giving you advice on the best way to get that job. Now, if you were to ask yourself, well, that's kind of stupid. Why would I need a 4-year degree and jump through all these hoops just for a minimum wage job?
Yeah, that's the thing, Joker. You don't need a 4-year degree for a minimum wage job. You don't. You do not need a 4-year degree for a minimum wage job. Any minimum wage job that requires a 4-year degree, that is a business that's not going to be around very long.
And why would men's channels be advertising to help me do that? That's stupid.
See, again, he's trying to tell you guys that we're teaching you in the dating world how to jump through hoops to get a minimum wage job.
Why don't they tell us actually how to succeed in life or do something better? Now,
okay, succeed in life or do something better. Like, again, I don't know what Joker is getting at here. And obviously he's specifically talking about Myron. Myron has Money Mondays, Womanizer, like he teaches men how to increase their how to get better credit, how to start your own business. Myron teaches men about real estate. We teach self-improvement here in the sphere. And for him to say that men's channels are not teaching men how to succeed and be better at life, this is wrong. This is incorrect. I love Joker to death, but what he just said is false. What he just said is false. He just sat here and said, why aren't men teaching us how to succeed? We do teach men how to succeed, and not just with women, but in life. We tell guys, get in the gym, learn about money, exercise financial prudence. We teach men all of these things. But then we also teach them, listen, if you have your shit together, then getting female attention is inevitable, just as a natural byproduct of your overall value.
Who I'm specifically calling out here, it's not really calling out, because I don't want to call out Myron Gaines is who I'm speaking of over on Fresh and Fit. I don't want to call him out because a lot of what he says makes sense. I think a lot of what he says is actually good. But what I don't understand is this fascination with men and men's channels where they want to push you to lie, coerce, and better yourself, or lie to women, I guess I should say, and coerce and become a better man and raise your social market value for whores.
Okay, see, there we go. Why is there this fascination with this? Because, Joker, men are biologically hardwired to want to have sex with women. Men, we don't want sex, okay? We need sex, all right? We need sex. Unfortunately, the collective value of Western women is lower than it's ever been in human history. But by the same token, we also teach guys, hey, listen, man, porn is bad. You should not masturbate. Right?
For women that are not going to accept you in your natural state without you pretending to be something you're not.
Okay, see, this again is where he's being disingenuous. Okay? He's lumping all of this stuff together. Well, you shouldn't deceive women. You shouldn't do this. And I agree with Joker here. I think it's a crying shame. That unfortunately you have to lie to and mislead women to get anywhere with them. I hate that it's like that, but that's the way it is. What Joker is complaining about at this point, he is complaining about all of the hoops that men have to jump through to get sex from women. But here's the thing. What he is acting like is that all we get from hoes are sex. Well, that's all we need from hoes or sex, is sex. Number one. Number two, Joker, the men who regularly get sex from good-looking women, they don't have the equivalent of a 4-year degree in your job juxtaposition. How many hot girls have we seen on Fresh and Fit, or on Sosnick, or on the No Fugazi podcast, or Pearl Davis? How many times have we seen a woman say, yeah, I was with this guy for 2.5 years, didn't have a job, lived off me, mooched off of me, blah, blah, boy, but boy, he dicked me down good. Yes, he did. That is a bum. Okay? There is absolutely nothing wrong with increasing your social and sexual market value to get more access to sex. I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of guys say, well, you shouldn't improve yourself just for women. I agree with that. I do agree with that. But it would be disingenuous of me to not admit that part of the reason why we get into and stay in shape isn't because we want to remain attractive to the opposite sex. This is a natural desire. What Joker is doing here, and again, no shade on him. Go subscribe to his channel, guys. What he talks about is spot on. Okay? What he talks about is absolutely spot on. No shade at all. But at the end of the day, this is what it takes. This is what it takes to be successful with women. You don't have to have a 4-year degree to sleep with pretty women. Even average women, you don't have to have a 4-year degree. Let's continue.
Just to what? Sleep with them and maybe catch something? Here
we go. Just to sleep with them and maybe catch something. And again, he's right. Sleeping around certainly has its risks, such as STDs, STIs, etc., etc. But if you're willing to take that risk, then who is Joker to tell us what we should or shouldn't want to be doing? Listen, I understand it's not worth it for Joker to sleep around because he doesn't want to catch something, but you're not going to catch something every time you sleep with a woman. Yes, you risk catching something when you sleep with a woman. Using a condom drastically reduces the odds of you catching an STD. I get it. I understand. And if that's not a risk that Joker or his ilk wants to take, I got no problem with that. I got no problem with that at all. But if that's not something that me as a man has decided to do, you're not going to tell me that, well, listen, if you sleep around, you could risk catching something. Well, yes, nothing in life comes without risk.
Here's the post that I'm actually relating to. I'll post it up here on the screen so you can see it. This Diane Yap says, I would rather be a temporary fleshlight for a 9 or a 10 than a permanent sex and housekeeper for a 5. I'm sure most women feel this way. And this is kind of the point that we've been making, isn't it? That women would rather just be passed around by 9s and 10s and used and dumped and literally be a receptacle for all these guys. God knows how many things these women catch. They also catch single children and become single mothers. That's another thing they catch. Yep. But this is the whole point, is how many of them are doing this and admitting to doing it. Mm-hmm. They do not want you as an average man.
And this is why we teach men to become above average. If you want to live an above average life, you have to become an above average man. If you want an above average income, you have to have an above average skill set. If you want to have an above average sex life, you must become an above average man. There is nothing wrong, gentlemen. There is nothing wrong with improving yourself for a goal. I have no problem with someone who says, hey, you know what? I'm going to get into shape, blah, blah, I'm going to get my shit together so that I can have more opportunities with women. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, we are biologically hardwired to want to seek the companionship and the fleshly wiles of persons of the opposite sex. This is biologically hardwired in us. This is something we want to do. So naturally, a lot of our decisions, and in some cases with some men, most of their decisions revolves around becoming more attractive to women. Now that's where you get lost in the sauce. If your entire existence is just to be attractive to other women, that's where I got to draw the line. That's where you got to slow down. Okay? But admitting that part of the motivation for getting your shit together is being attractive to more attractive women, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, there might be some guys out here who say, oh, you know, if you're improving just for women, then you're not going to get that from me. If anybody thinks that you're a simp or a sucker or a loser for improving yourself just so that you can get with women, you're not going to get that from me. I'm not going to judge guys who call men who actually care about who admit that they care about what women think. If that's what they want to do, that's fine. But not everything is for everybody. Let's continue.
They only want the top 10 percenters. Here's another example, and this is a slightly different post here, but here's another perfect example.
I did everything they said that was going to make me happy. I built a career. I got my own place. I went on solo trips like a pro. The best hotels, flying business, you name it, right? The works. And I stayed independent, but it was very lonely. I feel very lonely all the time. Don't get me wrong, like being strong got me very far in my career, and I'm very proud of everything that I've done, but I'm done pretending that I'm okay, because I'm not.
She admits feminism is doing women wrong, that telling them, oh, you can have all the things and you can do whatever you want, and all of a sudden you're going to end up aged out and alone. And only do they come to realize it too late. So This woman that says, oh, I'd rather be passed around by all the top men than rather find an average guy for myself. By the way, this is what she actually looks like. Somebody dug up a photo.
And again, we regularly have told you guys, hey man, a woman would rather share a woman would rather share a high value man than have a low value man all to themselves. This is just how it is. This is how women are. This is open hypergamy. This is how they are, guys. Is it fucked up? Absolutely. Is it bad for dating? Of course it is. But this is how it is.
Of her in her threads, and actually found when she had snapped a picture of herself doing something. As you can see, she'd be lucky to be passed around by 9s and 10s. Let me read Myron's tweet, and then you'll understand what I'm talking about. He says, are the male blue pill simps starting to believe me yet? 90% of men are invisible to women, and they would rather be a whore to a top guy than a queen to an average guy. This is why you must keep your SMV high and have multiple women, or at least the impression you have them, as a reminder to your women that she can be replaced and is inferior to you, what her natural hypergamy wants. Trust me, I wish hypergamy was not real, but this is the ugly truth about female nature.
Flower of Life Collective says she looks like an anglerfish. Yeah, that's literally, like Joker, again, disingenuously picked the worst picture he could have found of this girl. Like, did you see what the girl looked like? She was like, come on, man. Come on. Like, honestly, there's no need to... Look, when the truth is on your side, you don't have to exaggerate. You don't have to mischaracterize anything.
You can either understand them or respect them as equals, but you can't do both. And he got about 3,500 likes on this, which, again, is fine. But here's the argument.
But there you go, Joker. There's a reason why he got 3,500 likes, Joker. It's because 3,500 people or more agree with him. Like, listen, what Joker is saying is absolutely correct. I get it. But it appears that he is just frustrated that things are the way they are and not the way they should be. I'm not putting words in his mouth here, at least I'm not trying to. But listen, he says, well, I don't have a problem with 3,500 likes. Well, apparently you do. Because this is the tweet that you have focused in on. And you just can't figure out for the life of you how in the world 3,500 people could like this. This is why, Joker, this is why your content exists. Because what you talk about jives with everyone's masculine hard drive. When Joker first started talking about women and relationships, everybody was all in because we already knew this stuff. We already knew this stuff. We got it. We get it. We did this, guys, this is the way it's been. We don't like that it's like this, but we teach men to be prepared for what they are likely to encounter.
Argument I have against this, and it's always the argument I have. He says, well, you got to let them know you have other women, or actually have other women, and you need to treat them a certain way, and you need to prove that you have high SMV. You have
Myron never ever said that you have to prove anything to any woman, Joker. You don't have to prove, no, Myron didn't say you have to prove anything to anyone. So now Joker is putting words in Myron's mouth. Okay? When your sexual market value is high, Joker, you don't have to prove anything to anybody. Women knows that a man has high SMV within just a few minutes. Hakeem says Joker is a clout chaser. No, he's not. Joker is not a clout chaser. Joker is a man just like you and I who wants to tell the truth about women and give his opinions. I have no problem with him or that. I don't agree with everything that he's saying, especially in this. But dude, we got to remember, Joker's on our side. Okay, we might not agree with his with the solution that he is giving, which means walking away. I get it. I understand. Okay? But that doesn't mean that he is our enemy. No, Joker is an ally. I want to make that clear.
To prove to them that you have that, and then they'll want you. Okay.
Tony Kung Fu says you did a collab with Better Bachelor. You haven't done a collab with Better Bachelor since 2020. It's been a while. Yeah, he's not answering my texts, guys. He's not answering my texts. And listen, we're all very, very busy. I understand. Like, I get it. He's doing his men's retreat. He built his bus. I don't take it personally. Like, dude, I texted Roos 3 or 4 months ago. I haven't heard back from him. I'll probably hear back from him in a couple of months, you know? But no, Joker and I, we haven't connected lately.
Again, that is like walking into a job that is advertising that they want somebody for minimum wage.
Right. And why in the world would somebody with the qualifications to work a better job go in and apply for a minimum wage job?
You go in there and you lay down your resume, and it's got great resume, and your work history, great work history, and you've got lots of references, and you can...
Why would you apply for a minimum wage job with a resume like that? The problem isn't the system, Joker. Okay? The problem is the men and the women. Okay? Again, this is a false dichotomy. No person, no man with the kind of resume he is describing would willfully go out and apply for a minimum wage job. He would not do it. Hakeem says he ain't getting no love, so he's got to be doing the most. Bro, Joker, he's got like 500,000 subscribers. He has 500,000 subscribers. He gets plenty of love, trust me.
Show how all this productivity...
Vac29 says, I don't get why people keep attacking one another in the same space. Neither do I. I wish that
you've done for other companies and how you demand to have this minimum wage job. And they say, I'll take it. They'll hire you. And
exactly, Joker. And any man that says, I'll take it to a minimum wage job with a resume like that, Joker, that is a you problem. That is a you problem. Okay? If you take that minimum wage job with those requirements, you deserve to have a fucked up job. You don't deserve... If you, with all of those requirements, with that resume, with that reputation, with that work history, with those references, if you willfully and willingly go in and apply for a minimum wage job and then take that minimum wage job, that is the man's fault, Joker. It's not the job's fault. It's not the woman's fault. It is the man's fault.
Then you get the job. And you find out it's a horrible job. And you find out...
No, you already knew it was a horrible job, Joker, remember? So now he's going back and forth. See, before he said, you know it's minimum wage. You know there's no benefits. You know there's no vacation time. You know all these things. But you have to get hired and start working there to know it's a horrible job? Gentlemen, at some point, common sense has to come into place. This is why this is a bad example. That's why this is a bad example. Remember, in the beginning, he says, let's say you applied for a job and you know it's minimum wage and you know you get no benefits and you know you don't get any vacation time. You know you don't get 401k. If a person with that resume goes in and applies for the job and accepts the job, that's his fault. He is punching well below his weight.
Wow, they really do pay minimum wage. And wow, I am...
As if they didn't believe before that they paid minimum wage?
Really way overqualified for this job.
Yes, like you wouldn't know that you're overqualified for this job. See, Joker's talking out of both sides of his mouth here. At the beginning, again, he says, you know this job is terrible and you know you have these qualifications. But after working there for a short time, oh, now all of a sudden, oh, it really is minimum wage. I'm sorry, did you think they were lying to you about the salary? Oh, my God, there really aren't You mean to tell me there aren't any benefits? I'm sorry. Do you think they lied to you and says, well, we really don't have benefits, but when we hire you, we're going to give you benefits? Nope. Sorry.
I don't want this job. That's literally what Myron is doing for these women.
No, he is not. That is literally not what Myron is doing for these women. That is not what Myron is doing. Myron would never, ever, ever advise a man with those credentials to apply for a minimum wage job and accept it. He wouldn't do it. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, well, wait a minute. A minimum wage job, Donovan, he's drawing comparisons to the 304s out here. That's what he's saying. A lot of men are punching below their weight in terms of women that they're after. Here's the difference. You have to commit to a job. You don't have to commit to a whore. All you're doing is sleeping with her. That's it. You're not going in and punching a time clock from 9 to 5. You're not investing that much time, energy, attention, and resources into that. No. This is why we teach men to learn game. So that you can get what you want out of the kinds of women. So that you can get what you want out of slutty women, which is sex, with minimal investment. The more game you have, the less money you have to spend. And vice versa.
He says, have high value for ugly women.
No. See that? Now, see again, this is, come on, man. Come on. Myron has never, ever said have high value for ugly women. So now they're whores and they're ugly. I'm sorry, Joker, I don't know about you, but I don't sleep with ugly women. I'm not going to jump through hoops for unattractive women, Joker. I understand your point when you say, hey, she's a hoe, she's a 304, this and that and a third. That's fine. Now she's got to be ugly too. Joker, we're not out here telling guys to increase their value for ugly women. No one is doing that. No one is doing that. That is dishonest. That is disingenuous. Myron has never said that, and he will never say that. So now Joker is what he's doing is he's stretching it and he's making it nebulous, and now he's mischaracterizing things. You got to jump through hoops for ugly women. Myron has never said that, Joker. He's never said that.
Prove that you have high value, and maybe that you make good money, or maybe that you have other women waiting on the side for you, and then she'll want you. But why do you want them? That is my question.
The reason why we want them, Joker, is because we need sex. And like, I understand. What Joker is saying, guys, what the hell? Why are you continuing to... This is what we do. We are biologically hardwired. I will say it again. We are biologically hardwired to want to get with women of people of the opposite sex. Why are you guys pursuing these women? Sex. Why are you improving? It's sex. That's why. Joker appears to be upset with us for wanting to have sex with women. I'm sorry, I'm not going to apologize for my biological desires. I'm just not going to do it. Well, the reason why you got into shape and this and that and the third is so that you could sleep with other women. In the beginning, yes, absolutely. But you know, a funny thing happened on the way to the fabled player status. You see, the more successful with women I got, the less important they became. Let me repeat that. The more successful with women I became, the less effort I put in. At some point, you figure out, wait a minute, this whole red pill manosphere thing, it really isn't about women. It's about self-improvement. It's about MLD, make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. You do those 4 things, and your life will improve. One of the fringe benefits of self-improvement is more attention from attractive women. What's wrong with that? Here's another question. What's wrong with that being a motivating factor? Right? It doesn't matter why you're motivated to do it. Okay? Doomers and black pill and low-level MGTOW guys, well, if you're improving just for women, then that's the wrong reason. Okay, maybe, but improving your life is still going to help you in other areas. Because when a man improves his life just for women, he starts to discover, oh, wait a minute. I'm getting attention from women, but now I'm getting more respect from my friends. My boss looks at me differently. I've got a side hustle going on. My financial portfolio is better. Oh, how about that? Hell, I just jumped into this just to be more successful with women, but every part of my life has improved. Yeah, but the only reason you did it was to impress women. Yes, that's the reason I did it. But now that I'm here, I understand that that wasn't the right reason. But guess what? I did it anyway. You guys ever heard of LaBradford Smith? LaBradford Smith played for the Washington Bullets. And Michael Jordan, who was played for the Chicago Bulls, he needed to get up for the game. Like, it just needed to motivate him. Just needed to motivate himself. So he told a story in his mind that LaBradford Smith had called out Michael Jordan. He just made this stuff up. He said, LaBradford Smith disrespected you. LaBradford Smith doesn't think you can score. So Jordan goes out and drops like 55 on him, right? Now, if you're a LaBradford Smith, you're like, dude, I didn't say shit to Michael Jordan. Like, this dude is scoring 37 points a game. I'm never going to talk shit. Was that the right motivation? Probably not. But it got the job done. Okay, yeah. You came to the manosphere because you want to get better with women. Totally get that. And I am not going to shame you for that because that's why I came here. But after I improved myself to the point to where I was becoming more successful with women, I figured out that I was becoming more successful in every part of my life, which made me even more successful with women. There is nothing wrong with attention from the opposite sex being a part of the motivation. If you're self-improving just for women, you're probably not going to self-improve all the way. Because female attention is a fleeting thing. Success isn't. If you're successful and you're improving every part of your life, so long as you stay high level, your life is going to stay the same. You could have the greatest game on earth. Your dealings with women are going to be up and down. They're going to be up and down. So if you are doing self-improvement just for women, when you get down here, you're not going to want to go to the gym as often. You're not going to want to work on that side hustle. You're not going to want to put in extra hours at work. You're not going to want to maybe start a side hustle that could get you out of the office. No, you're a little less motivated because your motivation, women, is down there. When you make your sole motivation women, you're only going to improve when you're only going to be motivated when women are around you. And I went through this. I went through the same thing. I said, I'm going to sleep with 10 new bitches a month. That was my goal. And so I got into shape, made better financial decisions, learned games, surprise, surprise. My dating life got better. My sex life got better. But so did every other part of my life. So maybe it wasn't the smartest thing to self-improve just to be more successful with women. I get that. But guess what? My life is awesome now. Yes, I did the right thing for the wrong reason, but I still did the right thing. Joker seems to have a problem. You can see the confusion on his face. Why are you after these women? Why are you even, Joker? It's because we want to have sex with them. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with admitting that, yes, I want to have sex with women. Is the juice worth the squeeze right now? Absolutely not. But we still want the juice. And that's the answer to your question. Why do we want these women? Because we want to have sex with them, Joker. And I'm not going to lie and not admit that that was my main motivation when I found this community.
Why do you want them? And if you say, oh, it's not to date him, it's just to smash.
Yes.
Do you really want to jump through a bunch of hoops and faking you, or maybe working real hard so you actually have?
See, there it is. Faking or working really hard. You see how he's making faking and working really hard the same thing? Nobody's talking about faking anything. Myron said giving the impression that you have other women. And you know what, Joker? You might not like the fact that women respond positively when they think you have other women. And I agree with you. It's frustrating. But my guy, that's how it is. That's how it is. I don't know if you've been in the dating market here lately, Joker, but this is what women are responding to. It shouldn't be like this. Women absolutely positively should not be responding positively to negative reinforcement. He's got other women. You know what? That's it. I'm out. I'm not trying to compete with a bunch of other women for his attention. Girls aren't like that. Girls are not like that. Women respond. Women give you better attention when they know you have other women waiting on you. This is the concept of pre-selection. Women don't want men that other women don't want. So now it appears that Joker's complaining about hypergamy and pre-selection. You might not like hypergamy. You might not like the concept of pre-selection. You might not like a lot of the red pill tenets. They're the truth. And the red pill is a very, very hard pill to swallow. And a lot of times it's a suppository. It's not something that goes down easy. And once you take the red pill, you can't spit it back out. Nah, once you've seen the truth, you can't unsee it. It's up to you to decide what you're going to do with that information. You can dislike it, and I can't believe you. Why would you? This is how it is, my guy.
Of high value to prove to these women that you're worth their selection, and then they select you, and just so you can say, "Ha, smashed," and then you bounce.
Yes, Joker. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I increase my value. Girl notices me. I sleep with her, and I bounced. That's the game. That's it. And to Joker, I say this, okay? And this is a tenet that's been around since the 90s. Better Bachelor, don't hate the player. Hate the game, my guy. Joker is player hating right now. He's player hating right now. He knows the game is rigged. He knows the game. He knows what the game is. But he wants to come on here and persecute you guys for willingly wanting to play the game to get laid. This is what we're willing to do. This is what we're willing to do. Don't hate the player, Joker. Hate the game. Okay? We understand what's required to become more attractive to women. Don't get mad at me because I figured it out.
Why are you bothering to sleep with these losers? Why are you bothering to jump through the hoops for women like this? This is
because we want to have sex with them. That's why. He just can't. And I'm not putting words in his mouth, but it's almost like he's asking us. It's almost like he's asking us, why are you letting your biological desires to sleep with women override your? This is how we're designed. The Level Up Man says you can hate the game all you want, but it's still the game. I agree. Godfather Sports says that's life, human nature, absolutely.
This is the whole thing I don't understand. And so much of the red pill is still focused on this. You know, I thought we'd be somewhere, and I know I don't always use red pill to explain or describe my channel or other content like it, but I thought we'd be somewhere in time now where most of these guys would say, you know something, the juice isn't worth the squeeze.
Yes, Joker. But this is where Joker is extremely blind. This is where he is. Let me start this over again, because this is where he is, and he's a smart guy, but he is way off here.
Red pill to explain or describe my channel or other content like it, but I thought we'd be somewhere in time now where most of these guys would say, you know something, the juice isn't worth the squeeze.
Right. But Joker, my guy, not everybody is my age. Okay. Joker, and again, I know he doesn't think this, but he doesn't seem to understand that the audience, the red pill audience, it turns over. What he is saying is, man, listen, I thought we'd be to the point to where men would figure out that the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Yes, maybe men who are your age, Joker, maybe my age, maybe Myron's age, but every day we have 17, 18, 19-year-old men who discover our channel. And we can tell them all we want to, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Well, do we just expect them to take our word for it? Men, we got to find out why. We got to find out why. It's almost like you're drinking like a soda or something. Like you and your homeboys are drinking a soda, and one of the younger people are with you. They're like, hey, let me try. Nah, this soda's nasty. You don't want that soda. What's the kid gonna want? He's gonna want to taste the soda to see if it really is nasty. Well, maybe it's nasty to them. Might not be nasty to me. No. Take our word for it. That's the first point. The second point is, Joker, you can't tell an 18-year-old who is teeming with testosterone and hormones that the juice isn't worth the squeeze, especially if he's never had the juice. Like, and I understand, I understand Joker's passion, and I understand why he is genuinely confused, but he seems to be really out of touch with the way his audience turns over. Okay? Your audience is not the same today as it was 2 years ago, Better Bachelor. Okay? Men get older. Men age out of this community. Every once in a while, we'll get a Ryan Thompson who comes back and says hi, a Charles Merchant who comes back and says what's up, maybe a big Brandon, right? But the same people aren't going to follow you for the rest of your life. It's almost like he's treating his audience like they've been the same the whole time. Guys, I've been talking to you about this for 4 and 5 years. How could you not know that the juice isn't worth the squeeze? It's because they've never had the juice. You cannot expect men to listen to you when you say that the juice isn't worth the squeeze when they've never had the juice. Let them make that determination. Maybe after going out and womanizing for a little while, maybe at that point they're like, okay, you know what? The juice isn't worth the squeeze. And here's the thing. I agree with Joker. I agree. The juice is not worth the squeeze. It's not. It's not. But I've had the juice. That's why I can say the juice isn't worth the squeeze, because I've had the juice. I have jumped through the hoops. I have squeezed that orange. I've jumped through the hoops. I've been through every situation with every woman. And now I can unequivocally say, yeah, you know what? Joker's right. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. You're not going to convince an 18-year-old who thinks about sex literally 24/7 that the juice isn't worth the squeeze. How can you not know the juice isn't worth the squeeze, Joker? Because they're young and they've never had the juice. I don't know that you know this, Joker, but not everyone in your audience is your age. Not everyone in your audience has your level of experience with women. You know that the juice isn't worth the squeeze because you've squeezed that orange before. You've jumped through the hoops. You know what it takes to attract women. You've decided that you don't like the price. You don't like the price or the effort that comes with getting with women. And you've decided, you know what? Not going to play the game anymore. Not going to squeeze the orange. No problem with that. No problem. Because in my opinion, your opinion is more valid because you've had the juice. But when you're a guy like Turd Flinking Monkey, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Turd Flinking Monkey's never had the juice. Ever. Joker has. Joker has. I am not going to, and I will tell you guys the juice isn't worth the squeeze, but my advice to you is don't just check out. Go out there and figure it out for yourself. Maybe womanizing for a little while is the right thing for you. Maybe it's not. In either case, make your decision based on what's right for you. Even Zur with the $20 super chat says static critics of red pill practitioners about any action to theory as if there's a perfect way to start. Rollo is right. As much as people shit on PUA, they have done more to advance the field of male and female psychology from the ABA. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. True SSJ Havoc with the $5 super chat says, as a Philly team fan here, Eagles still champs. Phillies have the potential. How much work do the Sixers and do the Flyers still have potential? No and no. Let's continue.
These women are not worth me. These women aren't worth me showing my resume, dressing up in a nice-looking smart suit for our date, putting on a $1,000 watch, pulling up in a nice car, going to the gym.
No one talks. See, now he's going extreme. Now he's going extreme. He's trying to make it look like we tell you. It sounds like, it's almost like he's telling us that we're telling you got to be Andrew Tate to be successful with women. No, you don't have to be Andrew Tate. It certainly helps, but you don't have to be Andrew Tate. No one said to go out and buy a $1,000 watch to impress a woman. No one is advocating for that. Get Down Demon with the $5 super chat says, Joker has never had the juice and he's bitter about it, Donovan. He doesn't understand it because it hasn't happened to him. No, Joker has experience with women. He does. I mean, if you go back and listen to his archive, he talks about relations. He's talked about relationships he's had with women throughout his life. Dude, he used to work at a strip club. He worked at a strip club in Garner. I actually happen to know exactly where that is. So yeah, Joker has definitely had the juice. He has definitely had the juice, but like most of us who have had the requisite experience with women to make this call, we know that the juice isn't worth the squeeze. But I'm not going to tell you to take my word for it because I know you gotta go try the juice first. I'm not arrogant enough to sit here and say, look, guys, look, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Just trust and believe. I was a womanizer for years, and yes, I had a great time, but in the end, it just wasn't worth it. You think an 18-year-old who has a hard-on 25 hours a fucking day is going to be like, well, if Donovan said the juice isn't worth the squeeze, then I guess it's not. No! He sees women. He sees girls. He sees that stuff all the time. He wants the juice. And here's another thing. What Joker has to understand is that men like he and I of a certain age, our testosterone isn't as high. It's easy for a 40-something, actually, I think he's probably close to 50, but we're the same age. It's very, very easy for a man who's damn near 50 to tell an 18-year-old what's worth the squeeze and what's not. Joker, your testosterone level, Joker, our testosterone levels are down here. Okay? Mine with TRT, it's probably up here. These 18-year-olds, their testosterone level is through the roof, my guy. So yeah, you can tell 45 and 48 and 50-year-olds the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Maybe they'll buy that. I'm sorry. Sex just isn't as important to guys like us as it is to 18-year-olds. Mother Nature dictates it. So while you can sit here and say that the juice isn't worth the squeeze and be right about it, you can't get frustrated when an 18-year-old who thinks about sex 24/7, who's never had the juice, isn't worth the squeeze. You're not going to talk him into that. Death Defiant 09, $5 super chat, says, Don, I think younger Joker was attractive, so he dated, was successful, got to experience women, then blackpilled. These guys now don't ever get a chance. Right. There you go. There you go. Get Down Demon with the $5 super chat says he has never had the one that makes you want to keep going. It's all been bitter. No, he's had some positive experiences with women, but like most men, most of our experiences with women are negative. And at that point, you have to decide what it's worth to you. And I'll get into that a little bit later. Let's continue.
And getting buff for. At a certain point, don't you say the women are not worth it anymore? Why am I going to bother with that? Because I'll tell you something. If I met a nice woman, now granted, you don't want to be a fat slob. You want to dress well. You want to take... Okay. So out of one side of his mouth, he says, why wear a $1,000 watch and wear a fancy suit and go to the gym just to impress women? Literally 31 seconds later, okay, now you can't be a fat slob. Yes, you have to be in shape, guys. You have to be in shape. I just don't like how he sat there and trashed the remedy and said, well, you know what? Okay, you can't be a fat slob. Yeah, clearly you can't be a fat slob. You got to be in shape. That's why we teach you to go to the gym and get your ass into shape. And oh, by the way, getting into shape not only helps you become more attractive to women, there are also health benefits to getting into shape. The kind of health benefits that helps you in every part of your life, business, personal, sexual, financial. So you can say the juice isn't worth the squeeze all you want. You just never, ever know. You just told us, I don't know why Myron tells these guys to go to the gym and dress well, yet you're going to tell guys, well, you can't be a fat slap. Well, okay, well, is Myron's advice right or wrong? Take care of yourself. You want to work out and hit the gym, but do it for yourself. Because the irony at the end of all of this is the best part, and I'm getting there. You want to hit the...
He's right about this. He's right about that. Okay? Do it for yourself. But guys, do it for yourself, but don't be afraid. Guys, don't be afraid to admit to your... Look, man. Every man gets into better shape in part because he wants to be more sexually attractive to women. That's okay. It is okay to want to be sexually attractive to women. It's okay that that's part of the motivation. It can't be the whole motivation, okay? But it can't be the whole motivation. It's got to be in there somewhere. Every man, part of the reason why we hit the gym is to stay attractive to our women or to be attractive to women. Aaron 3319 says, doing it for myself as a cope. Right. It's like when girls say, well, the reason why I lost weight is for myself. No, you wanted to increase your sexual market value to increase the odds of finding a suitable mate. Men, we do the same thing. This is one of the few things that men and women happen to have in common, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Joker, we call out women all the time about saying, well, I wear makeup for me. We see it on Freshen. I wear makeup for me. I go to the gym for me. No, you don't. You do it for male attention. Now, we do the same thing to a lesser degree, but we still do it. So I think this is a very female way of thinking when it says, well, don't get into shape for them. Do it for yourself. Tell yourself whatever you have to do, as long as you're doing it. I don't care why you get into shape, guys, as long as you get into shape.
The gym for yourself. If you want to dress sharp for a job or just to look good or feel good about yourself, great. But to go out there and buy fancy watches and fancy cars and brag that you have this much money or brag that you...
Who's bragging about... See, again, nobody, who's bragging about money? Well, aside from me. I'm not bragging to women how much money I have. That's called leading with your wallet. That is not game. Okay? Nobody here advocates for men to go buy fancy cars and fancy watches to get with women. Fancy cars and fancy watches are depreciating assets in most cases. And I think what he's doing is he's looking at Fresh in particular and thinking that because Fresh lives this lifestyle, then he must also think that this is that. No. Not every man is not created equal. Selexial, too, with the $5 super chat says, folks saying I'm doing it for myself is straight copium. I love it when I take my shirt off and a girl gives me seductive eyes. Double talking, absolutely. Absolutely. El Coro says, Myron tells men to hit the gym, get your finances sorted, and self-develop for yourself. You benefit. Women are a byproduct from you doing this. Absolutely. Absolutely. Rain89 says, you can do it for yourself and still reap the benefits. Absolutely. And again, admitting that part of the reason you are self-improving is to get more attention from women, that's okay, guys. Doesn't make you a bad person.
You have a certain job and try to prove to these awful, shallow women that basically will just give themselves to any man to be used and passed around. And yet something in you says, I want to be one of those men she's passing herself around to. Why even bother?
Because we want to have sex, Joker. Why even bother? Because we want to have sex, my guy. Because we want to get laid. That's why. Joker is asking us, why do you want to get laid? Why even this is Joker. This is who and what we are. This is who and what we are. And I get it. You're in your late 40s, early 50s. And I understand why would you do that? Of course, listen, your testosterone levels are not where they were when you were 18. They're not. Ask an 18. If he's having a conversation, if he's having this conversation with a 22-year-old, it's going to go in one ear and out the other. Why pursue them? Why this? Why that? Because they want to get laid. King Life says, sounds like he's trying to convince people to not even try. I'll get to that later.
And here's the crazy part, and this is where it seals it all up for me. When Myron says, make yourself a high-value male and go out and achieve all this so you, too, can sleep with these women that have high body counts and probably they're so infested that when they take a bath, it bubbles like Mentos in
Come on. Now, come on. Joker, really? Come on, man. Come on. Hold on. This is the kind of stuff that really pisses me off.
Myron says, make yourself a high-value man.
Make yourself a high-value man for what?
And go out and achieve all this so you, too, can sleep with these women that have high body counts and probably they're so infested that when they take a bath, it bubbles like Mentos in a bowl of Coke.
Yeah. Because all women are Petri dishes. Right, Joker? Come on, man. Come on, dude. Myron has never said become a high-value man to sleep with Petri dishes. That's not what he endorses. Myron says become a high-value man so you don't have to deal with their bullshit. That's what he's talking about. The reason why you increase your value and let women know both directly and indirectly that you will be replaced if you don't act right is so that you don't have to deal with their shit. Low value men, they have to put up with different levels of bullshit. Men who have their shit together, we don't. Shane will win with the $20 super chat. Says, I think for Joker, he understands the red pill, but part of him is still bought into the happily ever after 1950s life. Unfortunately, that isn't where society is now. We have to adapt or get out of the game. And now I think Joker realizes this. He is out of the game, and I'm good with that. If Joker wants to be out of the game, that is perfectly fine. But for him to get frustrated why other men don't think like he does in terms of the pursuit of sex, even though you're a 50-year-old man and you expect 20 and 21-year-olds to just say, you know what? Joker said the juice isn't worth the squeeze, so I'm not going to go after the juice. No, that's not going to happen. You can get frustrated all you want, Joker. The male sex drive isn't going away. This is why we teach men game and dick discipline.
That's how much they fizz when they touch water because of all the the STIs they have in them.
Yeah, see, now he's just being hyperbolic. And now he sounds like a black pill doomer. Like, serious, like I get it. I understand the point. But Joker, women aren't getting into bathwater and it's not sizzling like Mentos. Like, let's be realistic. Maybe black women in America, maybe, but come on. To sit here and act like the vast majority of women have STDs and STDs. Guys, I've slept with hundreds of women. I have never had an STD. I've never had an STD. Knock on wood. I'm very fortunate, but, and again, just because I never caught any STDs doesn't mean that you can't have my body count and not catch them. But I said all that to let you guys know, guys, it is possible. He's acting like, well, stay away from these women or you're catching STD. Come on, man. Come on.
But my whole point is, why are you doing this? So let's say you're Myron.
Because we want to get laid.
Let's say he says, okay, become a high. Why are you doing this? So let's say you're Myron. Let's say he says, okay, become a high value male. Go out there and get good income. Have a nice car. Wear a nice suit.
No, Myron has never said, have a nice car. Myron has never, ever, ever said, have a nice car. Does Joker know what kind of car Myron Gaines owns? Do you guys know, have you ever seen, Myron's car? You ever seen his car? Dude, Myron Gaines owns a 2002 Honda Accord. And honestly, I don't even think the damn thing even runs. Myron is not telling men to go out and buy $1,000 watches and $500. No, that's not what, no. Just because his co-host owns $500,000 cars and watches and all that, that does not mean that that's what Myron endorses.
Put on a nice watch. Pretend.
Yeah, pretend. There we go. Rain, $5 super chat says, Joker seems to not realize a lot of young men are still virgins and some never learn the skills Myron is teaching. Absolutely.
Or maybe you do have multiple women, or pretend you have these other women, and peacock and do all these things to prove to this scam.
Nope. See? No. Joker, I'm not going to let you get away with that. Myron has never said peacock or stunt or show off. He's never said that. He's never said nor endorsed that. Now you're talking about mystery. See, this is what a lot of our critics and detractors do, is they like to take things that other creators have said and apply it to what we've said. I remember when I was debating Kevin Ray Wilder, he says, well, Rollo said X, Y, and Z, but you said A, B, and C. I said, Kevin, you're here to debate me. If you have a problem with what Rollo said, go talk to him. But Rollo and I are not going to agree on every little thing. And you coming in here asking me to defend Rollo's position, go talk to Rollo about that. Go talk to him about it. King Life says, Joker sounding like an uninformed idiot that never even met Myron now. Yeah, and Joker was on Fresh and Fit a few years ago.
That you are totally worth it. That you're totally worth dating. A, she says, okay. You sleep with her. You realize, yeah, she's shallow, not somebody I want to be with anyway. So
well, there we go. That's it. And this is why we tell men to pay attention. See, this is where it goes. This is where his minimum wage job comes into play. Let's go back to that minimum wage analogy. This is why we tell men to vet women. Vet them thoroughly. Ask them the right questions. What's your family life like? What's your relationship with your father like? Do you live alone? Did you go to a 4-year school? We tell you guys to ask all of these questions to give you the information needed to make an accurate judgment call. Okay, I'm going to use this girl for sex for a little while, and then I'm going to drop her. Well, Joker, wouldn't it be smart for men to also vet a job that they're applying for? You see, if someone does the proper research about the job and figures out that the job is minimum wage, no benefits, no vacation time, no 401k, no retirement plan, and they go and apply for the job anyway and accept the job, that is literally the equivalent of a man seeing a woman with purple hair, a bull ring, a thigh tattoo, a feminist hairdo, and saying, you know what? I want to wife that woman up. Joker, we're not talking about wifing these hoes up. Okay? If you accepting a job at a place of employment, that is the equivalent of committing to a woman full time. We're not out here wifing up hoes. We're fucking hoes. We're not wifing them up. Accepting this minimum wage job is the fiscal equivalent of wifing up hoes. And Joker, you know good and goddamn well we do not endorse that. We don't endorse wifing up hoes. We say vet them thoroughly. If you accept the job and you figure out it's shitty because you didn't do the research, that's your fault. If you commit to the wrong woman because you didn't vet her properly, that's your fault. Your fault. Don't hate the player, Joker. Hate the game.
You just sleep with her and dump her. Who wins? You didn't win.
Yeah, we did win, Joker. We did win. And this is where the black pill in him is coming out. This is where the black pill in him is coming out. If you sleep with a woman if you have sex with a woman and didn't have to invest and had to invest very little, you win. You win. Men win when we fuck women. Women win when they marry us. Let me repeat that. Men win when we fuck women. Women win when they marry us. So yes, Joker, we do win. And again, I'm not trying to put words in this guy's mouth, but a lot of his talking points and even look at his facial expression. He seems to be very upset about the fact that there have been men who have figured out how to have sex with women. He looks almost repulsed by it. Oh my God. If you have sex with him, you don't win. Yes, you do, Joker. Yes, you do.
Maybe you caught something.
Maybe you caught something. Okay, maybe you did catch something. Go to the clinic, get it taken care of. Next time, wear a condom and use defense soap. There's always a solution.
You got your rocks off, so what?
No, there you go. That's the whole point, Joker. You got your rocks off, so what? That's the point. That's the point.
Number 2, maybe you catch something. Then you're really the loser. And number 3.
Then you're really the loser. I think Joker, yeah. Love Joker to death. I really, really do. But I think that Joker, he has, I don't know, man. I think he is beginning to resent men who are good with women. I really, really, and it's surprising to me because Joker he understands, he worked in a fucking strip club. But Joker appears to have a real problem with men who know how to sleep with women because he's giving us all of these doomsday scenarios. Well, okay, sleep with them, so what? Maybe you catch something. What Joker is doing, guys, here's what Joker is doing. Joker is acting like a black woman. Joker is acting like a black woman. Let me explain. When black women find out that guys like me are interested in white girls, what do they tell us? White girls will get you locked up. They're going to cheat. They're going to lie. Their dad's not going to like you. Nobody's going to like you, blah, 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 blah. They give us all of these reasons as to why dating white girls is bad for us. Now, the reason why they don't want us to date white girls has nothing to do with what they think is going to happen with us. No, the reason why they don't like guys like us dating white girls is because that shrinks the pool of potential suitors. The top black men, most of the top black men in a certain income bracket, we all marry non-black women. That's the problem that black women have with us dating outside their race. So what they've done is they've concocted this narrative that dating the white woman is dangerous to a man's health. Don't date white girls, they'll get you locked up, they'll get you killed. When in actuality, getting with a black woman, you're more likely to get locked up or killed behind that. Well, Joker's doing the same thing. He's saying, no, you don't want to sleep with those girls. No, don't pursue sex with women. You got to jump through hoops. You might catch something. Whoa, Joker, I understand, but nothing comes without risk, my guy. And it appears that Joker is almost envious of the, I don't want to call it risk aversion, but men, we are more, not risk tolerant. Men, we are more risk tolerant. Okay, this doesn't mean that we go all willy-nilly and just start making this. No. We make calculated risks, but we do make risks. Men, as a species, we are much more risk tolerant. This is why we conquer the world. We're more risk tolerant, nothing ventured, nothing gained. It appears that Joker is envious about the lack of risk It's almost like he's envious of the boldness of men willing to take risks to get with women. And I understand the juice isn't worth the squeeze for him. I get it. But it's almost as though he is upset with men who have figured out how to sleep with women for relatively low cost. This is one thing that MGTOWs and black pill guys hate about red pill guys. They'll never admit this. Guys, but they secretly hate and are envious of men who are good with women. I'm not saying that that's what Joker is doing here, but it sounds like it. It really, really, really does sound like it.
Maybe she turns you down. So how would you feel as a guy that goes out and raises your SMV and you work really hard and you make this money and you buy these nice clothes and you drive around in a nice car and you try to put all this game together and you're working real hard to try to pick up a and she says no and blows you off?
If she says no and blows me off, I pick myself up, I dust myself off, I hit the gym, and I try it again. Joker, facts don't give a fuck about your feelings, my guy. I don't make decisions based on the way I feel. Yeah, I can feel rejected, I can feel dejected. But here's the difference between men and women. Men, we're resilient. Women are not. Okay? In order to be good with women, you've got to be resilient. You've got to be risk tolerant. Nothing comes without risk. Is there a chance you can catch an STD? Absolutely. Wear a condom, use defense soap, pull out, whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do. But if I raise my sexual market value and I ask a girl out and she says no, what am I supposed to do? Well, what was it all for? No, Joker, that's not how that works. If that happens to me, if she rejects me, I'm not going to get in my feelings and say, woe is me, let me just give up. No, I'm going to pick myself up, dust myself off, and I'm going to try with the next girl. And if I fail with her, I'm going to pick myself up, dust myself off, and try again with the next girl. And if I get rejected by her, I'm going to pick myself up, dust myself off, and try with the next girl. And if I fail with that girl, I'm going to pick myself up, dust myself off, and try with the next girl. And if I'm unsuccessful with the next girl, I'm going to pick myself up, dust myself off, and try again with the next girl. This is how we are wired, Joker. This is how we're wired. If I'm a boxer and I get knocked down, I just go, well, he knocked me down. Let me just go ahead and stay down. No. If I've got a few marbles in my head, if my vision is not completely blurry, no, I'm going to get up. I'm going to try to shake it off. Yes, Mr. Referee, I'm good, whether I'm lying or not, and I'm going to stay in the fight. I'm just going to go down and be like, whatever. No. What he is teaching these young guys to do is, okay, you can go out and try one time, but if you fail one time, that's it. No. Failure is paramount to success, Mr. Bachelor. Failure is paramount to success. You cannot be successful at something if you have never failed at something. And if you want to be good with women, one of the prerequisites is you've got to fail with them. If that's not something you're willing or want to do, I got no problem with it. I understand. I get it. I totally understand it. But you don't expect men who are 20 and 30 years your junior with with elevated testosterone levels, well, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. No, let them go out and find out about it. And again, that example was on the premise that the only reason you're doing this is to get laid. But again, using my example, if the only reason why you're self-improving is to get laid and you don't get laid, you don't just stop self-improving. Now, it might fall off a little bit. You might lack the motivation to continue to self-improve, but you do this long enough, and at some point, like I said earlier, okay, I'm in better shape. My health markers look good. I'm in fantastic shape. I've got a great job. I dress very, very well. I've got a rock solid friend circle. Everything is good. Okay. So Stephanie blew me off. She flaked on me. The world hasn't come to an end. I remember I watched that video and Joker said, well, how would you feel if I improve myself and, you go and hit on a girl, you try to score with a girl and she rejects you? What do you do then? Well, I'm still alive, right? I'm still in fantastic shape because getting rejected by women doesn't all of a sudden take me back to square one. Bank account is still solid. I'm still confident. I still have good friends. I've still got this great job. Yeah. Okay. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. What Joker appears to be doing here indirectly is telling men, if you fail one time, just give up. And as an underscore, that's the only reason why you're self-improving. You go through all this trouble to self-improve, you get rejected by one girl, and then that's that. No, that is a loser's mentality. That is a loser's mentality. What Joker is saying here is equivalent to me telling a businessman, hey, if you want to open up a good business, you got to do the research. You got to hire the right people. You have to get a competitive bank loan. You have to have a great idea. You have to have a great business plan. Okay? You have to have a great business plan. Let's say a man does all of this. He starts this business and the business fails. What, is he supposed to just give up and never try again? How many failed businesses does Donald Trump have? How many times has Donald Trump filed bankruptcy? Dude, the average millionaire, the average billionaire has filed bankruptcy several times. Failure is a part of life, especially for men. Failure, and guys, this is why I tell you, you have to embrace the suck. Embrace the failure. I know it sucks when you're going through it. I know it's an ego blow. I know it. I've been there. But that is no reason to just give up and not play the game. I will never endorse that. Wyatt Bray says, what Joker doesn't understand or will not accept is not with women. It's like anything else in life. It takes a lot of work to achieve anything worthwhile. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I know that Joker knows that no one is undefeated with women. But what he is saying, the scenario that he just gave is, okay, you went out and you improved yourself and did all this stuff. You get rejected by Michelle. Now what? You pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you try with the next one. Rinse and repeat. This is what successful men do. They don't give up when the going gets tough. They don't give up when they get knocked down. They don't give up when they fail. They reassess what they did right, what they did wrong. They make improvements, they make adjustments, and they go try again. And if that doesn't work, you do more improvements and more adjustments until it works. But the one thing you cannot do is give up. You can't give up, guys. Let's continue.
How do you feel about yourself at that point in time?
Not very good, but guess what? If I'm in great shape and I know I have a lot of value, and this is interesting. If I know that I've got a great job, I'm in great shape, good looking dude, have my shit together, and I get rejected by some 304, he asked, how am I going to feel? I'm not going to feel anything. I'm out of that bitch's league anyway. Okay, she rejected me. How am I going to feel? It doesn't matter how I feel. It matters what I do. It matters what I do. Joker, your audience isn't females. Your audience is male. Predominantly. It's predominantly male. How are you going to feel? That's irrelevant. Doesn't matter how you feel. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and try again.
You've wasted all this time, all this energy, all this money to jump through hoops to pick up a and then this laughs you off and tells you no. Do you feel good about yourself?
Well, no, we don't. I don't feel good about we don't feel good about ourselves at all when that happens. It sucks being rejected by women in a brutal way. But Joker, we're built for it. Okay? No, we're not going to feel very good about ourselves. No, we're not. Yeah, it's going to suck. It's going to suck. I'm a guy who I think I have some value. She didn't think I was worth sleeping with. Okay, it is what it is. But it doesn't matter how I feel, Joker. It matters how I do. Andre, good comment here, says, I respectfully disagree, Donovan. I think what Joker believes is there's nothing worthwhile to get any more when it comes to women. Disagree or not, he's being consistent. I agree with that. And no, I agree. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. I totally agree. But again, you can't expect younger men to just accept that.
Do you feel like you're winning at the game of life? Or do you feel like, wow, I went through all these steps and a skank still won't date me?
A skank still won't. No. We're not looking for, no. See again, this is where he's being disingenuous. We're not looking to date skanks. Joker, we're looking to fuck them. See, dating them and fucking them, two very different things, Mr. Bachelor. Two very, very different things. Hooking up with a girl, one night stand is very, very different from dating them. It takes a lot, dude. It takes a lot more effort to date a girl than it does to fuck her. And that's what we teach men to do.
That's where I think a lot of men's sadness comes from. A lot of men clicking out of the game. A lot of men saying, you know what, this isn't working for me anymore. I'm unhappy in life. My argument is this. If you want to drive a nice car, drive a nice car. Make sure you can pay it off. Don't go into debt for any of this stuff.
Right.
But if you want to drive a nice
Now that is W advice. That is W advice. Now here is where I will agree with him. Guys, don't spend money to impress women. Don't drive a car you can't afford, wear a watch you can't. There's no need for anyone to be well, if you have the financial means to buy, and I understand that not everybody has the financial means to just buy a car. I get it. But don't buy a car you can't afford. Don't live above your means. Like, I get it. So I'm with Joker on this one. Making financial decisions. Here's where I will agree. When you're making financial decisions with women as your sole motivator, oh no, you definitely cannot do that. No. You want to dress to impress. You want to dress in such a way that impresses everyone around you so that you command respect. Right? I'm not telling you to go out and dress like a vagabond, but dude, you cannot be making financial decisions based solely on what you think women want. That is not the way to go.
car, drive a nice car. I have a nice car. But I bought it for me, not to impress other people.
There you go.
Go to the gym, work out to be healthy. I need to do that myself. But I'm certainly not working out for women.
Ain't that the truth?
I do need to do it for myself, for my own health. But if you don't do it for women and you're doing...
Godfather Sports says he ate a cream pie. Guys, let's not be disrespectful. Like, I'm disagreeing with Joker here a lot, guys, but I want you guys to understand. This guy is on our side, man. This guy is on our side, and he makes a real difference. He really, really does. He really does.
It for yourself. It doesn't matter if a woman turns you down. It doesn't matter if a woman laughs you off. It doesn't matter if a woman ignores you or whatever else, because you don't care. See, all his advice is still centered around the woman.
No, it's not. And this is where men like him and our detractors get it wrong. Let me have him repeat that just so we can hear it again. Listen.
See, all his advice is still centered around the woman.
And this is why we know that Joker doesn't watch Fresh and Fit. This is why we know he doesn't watch Fresh and Fit. He sounds like somebody who only watches After Hours. Let him say that one more time.
See, all his advice is still centered around the woman.
No, it's not. A lot of advice is centered around the woman, which is fine. But having good credit has nothing to do with women. Myron has Money Mondays. He teaches guys about crypto. He teaches guys about diversifying the portfolio. That's got nothing to do with women. Just because women are a fringe benefit of being successful does not mean that the advice to become successful is centered only around the woman. This is why we know Joker doesn't watch Fresh and Fit other than After Hours and maybe clips, because if he did, he would not have said what he just said. As the Young says, Money Monday is today. Right, today is actually Money Mondays. Myron doesn't talk about girls on Money Mondays. He doesn't.
It's still centered on a woman judging you, on a woman selecting you, on a woman wanting you. Do all these things, guys. Keep your SMV high. Pretend you have other women, and you'll get more women. Okay, but that's living your life centered around women.
No. This is not... I want to be clear. Joker, you are wrong. Joker, I love you. You're wrong. That is not what we teach here. We do not teach men to improve themselves only for women. That is not what we teach here. That's never what we taught here. And any man who thinks, and it's funny because if most people really did think that, our audience would be even bigger. If our advice were just centered around women, man, we'd all be zillionaires by now. But we talk about other things, right? But what's one thing that most men have in common is the desire to have sex with women. That's why a lot of our advice is centered around that. But never have I ever, or has Myron ever said, hey, listen, make all of these improvements for women. No. We say make all of these improvements so that you don't have to put up with bullshit from women. There's nothing wrong, again, with admitting that female attention is part of the motivation for you wanting to self-improve. Kristen Kanishi. Wait a minute. Kristen Kansishi, I hope I pronounced that correctly, with a $10 super chat, says becoming a high-value man is men's purpose. Getting women is just a byproduct. If you pursue success just to get girls, you won't get very far. Because women will eventually distract you from your purpose. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Black Russian Lam says, hey, Myron helped me fix my credit and fine-tuning my food intake. Yeah, exactly. It's not centered around the woman, but, and here's the thing, guys. Joker knows this. It's just that he gives me the impression that he doesn't like guys who are consistently good with women. What he's trying to tell you is, okay, Myron is good with women, but you can't do it the way he does it. Or you can't do it the way he's telling you to do it. Myron is not telling anyone to get ripped and get rich just for women. Myron is telling you if you get ripped and get rich, your life is going to improve in every aspect, including, as it happens, with women. And that's okay.
I still think it is way better and you will be way happier if you said, okay, I'm not thinking about women right now. I'm going to do a job that I love. I'm going to do a job that pays me well because money is important for my future plans.
Right. And if you want to do a job that pays you well, Joker, you must research the jobs that will pay you well. If you want a job that pays well, Joker, why would we willingly apply for and accept a minimum wage job when we have the resume that we have? Again, he's talking out of both sides of his mouth here. Joker agrees with our advice. He just doesn't like that our advice works. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. He agrees with what we teach here in the sphere. He just doesn't like that our advice works. And you want to know something, guys? Neither do I. Guys, I did not want to have to become Donovan fucking Sharp to become good with men. I didn't want to have to do that. I did not want to have to do that. Becoming Donovan Sharp, guys, I'm going to tell you what, man. It's been a lot more beneficial, but guys, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. There have been some drawbacks. I've lost a shit ton of friends. I'm estranged from a bunch of family members. Guys, success is not for everyone. Success is not for everyone. Success comes at a price. Anything worth having comes at a price. What Joker appears to be doing is saying, hey, look, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. I think what Joker has to realize, women don't come for free. They don't. They never have and they never will. Women have never come for free. In some way, shape, or form, you are going to have to invest something. You're going to have to invest something. Time, energy, attention. You're going to have to invest something. Okay? You cannot simply exist and have access to beautiful women for nothing. Women need a return on their investment too. Just ask Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp tried to cheat the game when he tried to have sex with a sex worker for free. A lot of people said, well, Shannon Sharp is in the position that he's in because he's a simp. No. Shannon Sharp tried to cheat the game. He got with a woman who he knew was a sex worker, had sex with her, and didn't give her any money. He should have known that as soon as things go sideways, she's going to want what, class? Some money. Because she's what? A sex worker. And sex workers don't fuck for free. Even if you think you're fucking for free, you're going to pay at some point down the line. That's why Shannon Sharp is in the position that he's in. It's not because he's a simp. He didn't give that bitch shit. Shannon Sharp and Joker think the same way. They think that they should have access to these beautiful women for nothing. No. Women don't come for free. They never have and never will. What we teach you is how to get what you want from women for the least amount of investment. But please believe and understand, gentlemen, it's not going to be for free. You will invest something. I don't care what time, energy, doesn't even have to be money. You have to make anything worth doing, anything worth having or getting good at. There's going to be an investment. There is going to be an investment. Sorry. But women don't come for free. A lot of guys like this, okay, well, you did this, but you're still paying. Yes, because women don't come for free. Would you feel good about giving women access to your resources for nothing in return? Of course not. You wouldn't be okay with that. Guys complain all the time about being in the friend. I'm in the friend zone. You got to get out of the friend zone. And she's giving you you're getting all the benefits. She's getting all the benefits of being a boyfriend without actually having to have sex with you. 100%. We tell guys all the time, if she puts you in the friend zone, forget about her. Guess what? The female friend zone is the situationship. Y'all, men are in the friend zone. Women are in situationships. Here's the difference. In the friend zone, the guy is getting everything out of the he's getting everything except for sex out of the relationship. In a situationship, the only thing the woman gets is sex. So we tell guys all the time, don't let her use you for your time, energy, attention, and resources. Stay out of the friend zone. W advice. You think that women are okay with giving you their bodies without getting access to some sort of investment? Of course not. And I'm not going to blame them for wanting a return on their investment. No, getting laid for women is very easy. But let's not pretend that women don't also pay a price when they have sex. Yes, it's very, very easy for women to have sex. But guys, we can all sit here and acknowledge the fact that a lot of women, a disproportionate amount of women, are on some sort of SSRI, antidepressant, anti-anxiety medication because they've slept around. So on one hand, we want to say, well, it's easy for women to get laid. They're on easy street. They're on easy street sexually, but there is a price to be paid. Please believe there's a price to be paid. Women don't come for free, and neither do men. Never forget that.
For myself, I'm going to work out because I want to look good, or I want to feel good, or I want to live longer. I'm going to do that for myself. I'm going to buy a nice watch, not to impress women, but because I worked really hard. And I really like this certain brand of watch, or I've always wanted one, or it is me treating myself to a milestone for the success I've reached in life.
Right.
All those things are fine. Then, if you got a guy walking around in a suit wearing a nice watch, he's got a nice ride, he goes to the gym and he works out and he's successful, and none of that was done with women in mind. None of that was done with women. All that was done for is him. He said, this is what I want to do. This is what's going to make me happy. This is for me. If he genuinely...
Tell that to a 21-year-old man, Joker. Again, I want to... Let's use some biological common sense. It is a lot easier to pitch to a 50-year-old man, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. It's a lot easier to convince 45-year-old men, look, man, don't do anything for women. Don't go to the gym for women. Don't get in shape for women. Don't make money for women. Very, very easy. You can point the finger all you want to, Joker, but I'm sorry. 18 to 27-year-olds are not going to listen to you. Men want to fuck. Celexial2 with the $5 super chat says, you are either going to pay on the front or the back end. Men need to grow up and accept the reality. Only goofy dudes think women are free. Absolutely. Absolutely. And this, I think, is probably one of the most glaring deficiencies of the MGTOW / black pill way of thinking. They think women should come for free. They think that they should get access to a woman's sexuality for literally nothing. That is stupid. Well, why? It's just sex. For us, it's just sex. For them, it's a lot more. Because just like we could catch an STD, they're more susceptible to catching STDs. Okay, we might get a chick pregnant, but guess what? She's gonna be pregnant. Would you rather be... Seriously. She's going to get pregnant. Women take incredible risks when it comes to having sex. But Joker here wants us to believe that sex is just... It's just a free exposition, and that no, there are consequences to promiscuity, Mr. Bachelor. And ignoring that does not give you justification to indirectly imply to men that women come for free. Sex means something to women. That's why they don't give it out as freely as men do. We don't give a shit. We bust a nut, we're out. Women, they could get pregnant, they could catch an STD, then there's the Noit. Women don't come for free, Joker. They never have and never will. Let's go.
Only does that without a woman in mind, I will show you a happy, successful man. Then, if women aren't coming up to him and women aren't talking to him and women aren't flirting with him, he doesn't give a shit. He's got a great life. He's doing his own thing. He's got friends. He's got plenty of activity. He's got a successful career, or at least a job he loves. He's winning. But a guy that does this to keep his SMV high, and maybe that's not what Myron's saying, but
maybe that's not what Myron is saying. No, it's not what he is saying, Joker. He just went on this whole soliloquy based on the words he put in Myron's mouth. That's not what Myron is saying, and now he's just admitted it.
Certainly, when the first thing he goes to is, well, you got to keep your SMV high and let these women know they're replaceable and that you've got other women on the back burner, even if you don't. Well, you're just faking it. You're just pretending. Why are you even bothering?
Because we want to get laid. And I agree, Joker. Faking and pretending, yeah, that's a little cringe. I agree. I get it. It is corny and hokey for a man to directly imply that he has. You want to know what's corny and hokey? Hey, you're not the only woman I'm sleeping with. Unsolicited. But Joker, in order to be successful with modern women, it shouldn't be this way, but this is the way it is. They have to know that other women want you, and they have to know that you have a stable of other women. I'm not the guy that's going to tell you to lie to women, okay? But I'm also not gonna sit here and tell you that being completely honest with them is also the best strategy. There is a happy medium. You don't have to tell her, look, man, I'm dealing with no. That is way too try hard. If you're dealing with other women, guess what? You don't have to tell your woman. She already knows. If you really have the kind of value that we teach you to have, women are going to know you have other women in line. They're going to know. We talk all the time about how perceptive women are and how socially superior they are. And these are all facts. Women clearly understand the difference between a man who regularly gets laid and a man who doesn't. And if a woman decides to have sexual relations with a man, she knows whether or not he has other women. Again, it is corny to volunteer that information. It is no, don't do that. That's bullshit. Nobody is saying endorse that. Nobody is saying fake anything. But it appears that Joker, again, is upset with the fact that this faking thing he's talking about actually fucking works. I agree, Joker. It shouldn't be this way, but that's the way it is. That's how it is.
A better response to this is why women are single. This is why women, when they get to the age of 35 and 40, are sad and depressed because they're all alone and will be for the rest of their lives. And it's why middle-aged to older men, and even some young guys out there today, are really crushing it. And
some young guys are out here crushing it. But those young guys who are out here crushing it, Joker, see, I think what he fails to realize is that there are a lot of guys, and even in my comment section, I don't give a fuck, and I'm without. Dude, you can say whatever you want in the comment section. You can say whatever you want in the chat. That's cool. Say whatever you want. Those young men who are crushing it are also pursuing women. Sorry. You might not want to think that. You might not want to think about that. But the pursuit of women is in our hard drive. That is something that we cannot turn off. Can't turn it off. Anesthesia New York with the $10 super chat says Joker still hasn't come around to the young women who have 10 apps where she can easily get dick on command. Max says Joker is kind of black-pilled. No, Joker is black-pilled. He is black-pilled, but it's okay. If he's black-pilled, that's fine. See, the reason I don't have a problem with Joker being black-pilled is because he's 50 or close to it. He's had all the women. He's had all the success. If you want to be black-pilled after that, hey, by all means. Right? But you're not going to convince a 20-year-old man who has never been laid that the juice isn't worth the squeeze. You're not going to convince him of that. Even if he tells you, hey, the juice isn't worth the squeeze, he's out there still trying to get the juice.
Really happy, and they're really doing well for themselves. Reason being, they've given up on worrying about women. They've given up on dating. They've given up on those distractions.
Given up. Oh, boy.
And if one falls in their lap, or they meet somebody that's nice, and they say, I'd like to go out with this woman, go ahead and ask her. Go ahead and go for it. Shoot your shot. But if she turns you down or it doesn't work out, it doesn't matter. You got a circle of friends and great things going on in your life.
Absolutely. And I agree with that. But what Joker is doing is he is telling these. Now, here's the thing. Here's something I do agree with him on. Okay. I agree. Men and women, we are much better together. We are better together. This is something that the late, great Kevin Samuels always said. 100% true. However, as men, we do much better in solitary. We do much better in solitude than women. Women have to have friends around. Women cannot be by themselves. Okay? That being said, just because we as men do better in solitude doesn't mean we want to be in solitude. Joker, I understand that the risk isn't worth the reward. I get it. And the reason why you can say that is because of your age and your testosterone level. The risk isn't worth the reward for you because you've seen it. You've experienced it. Your testosterone levels are down, so you're not worried about and thinking about sex as often. Tell that to a 26-year-old dude. Tell him the juice isn't worth the squeeze. B-Mac with the $10 Cash App. He says, the cap is fire. Absolutely. Go Phillies. Appreciate that. Gully Blanchard says, Joker needs to get on TRT for talking like this. And look, I'm not gonna get all into that. I'm not gonna get all into that. Okay, I get it. I understand. But it's I have no problem with older men becoming black-pilled. Younger men shouldn't be black-pilled, man.
But the minute you start thinking about SMV and pretending you're this and saying you're that and you've got to raise your value to get women like this, that's where I think he's getting it wrong. And I think a lot of men get it wrong. Okay. In my eyes, and I'll listen to arguments below, so please comment down below. But I'm telling you right now, if you live your life for you and everything you do is for you, for the good of you, you know, don't say, well, I'm living for me. I'm eating my 17th bowl of ice cream today and I weigh 350 pounds, but I'm doing it for me. Because in the long run, you're not going to be a happy person.
Of course not.
You'll have health problems and other things going wrong in your life. I'm saying if you live a healthy life, do a job that you love, that pays pretty well, that you can live the lifestyle you want to live. For some people, that's very low. For other people, that's very high.
Sure.
Find what works for you and live your entire life for you and your family and your friends and the people that actually care about you. Then, if a woman sees you're successful and happy and doing well and she wants to be a part of that, she will find a way to be a part of that.
And this, Joker, is exactly what we teach. Joker just spent the last half an hour, the last 15 minutes, convincing us that men are happier if they just give up on the pursuit of women. But then on the back end say, listen, focus on your purpose, become successful, do it for you. And if a woman wants to be a part of that, she will. Joker, we are in lockstep here. That's it. There you go. That's it. But Joker, telling men to give up and exit the game and this and that and the third, he's not going to get opportunities. Number one. Number two, Joker, women don't hit on men. You said it yourself, shoot your shot. But by the same token, you've told me that men are happier without the pursuit of women. And again, men, we do much better in solitude than women do. That doesn't mean all of us do well. This doesn't mean we need women, but guys, we are biologically hardwired to want to be in the company of persons of the opposite sex. Joker just sat here and gave us a 15-minute soliloquy on why he thinks that men of all ages should just give up on pursuing women, yet he acknowledges that if you stay on your purpose and don't let women become a distraction, they will make themselves available to you. That's what we teach. So in the end, Joker actually agrees with what we're talking about. But the reason why he just spent the last 15 minutes telling us why this advice is bad is because he doesn't like that it works. He sounds like a feminist. Feminists are telling us this isn't the way you're supposed to be good with women. Yeah, you know. Black pill and MGTOW guys, the reason why they talk shit about men who womanize is because they don't like the fact that there are men out there who have figured out how to sleep with beautiful women for relative low investment. That's where we come in. This is where game comes in. If you want to reduce the amount of investment that it takes to get the women that you want, you learn game. Get into shape. Make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. That's it. Shout out to MLD. That's how it works. But at the end of the day, guys, if you want to pursue women, you have to pursue them. Expecting women to just throw them. Dude, women don't throw themselves at Justin Waller. Okay? They don't throw themselves at Justin Waller. They don't throw themselves Justin Waller, Devin's brother, and Charles Leclerc, and Tom Brady. Those are the 4 highest value men I can think of. 4 highest value men I can think of. Women are not throwing themselves at these guys. They have to shoot their shot. So what Joker is saying, look, be a man, be on your purpose, but don't worry about women. If you want something as a man, you got to go get it. Be Tall, Young, and Attractive with the $5 super chat says, Joker, telling young men not to pursue women is like a person leaving the buffet and telling someone you don't need to eat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Be Tall, Young, and Attractive with another $2 super chat says, folks that don't like the process can't do it. Love it. Not only that, what we have to understand, and Joker said this himself, do what works best for you. Do what works best for you, but you have to at least try. If you decide to try to womanize in your 20s and 30s and you decide, you know what, hey, I've done this for 10 years, juice isn't worth the squeeze. I'm good with that. But if you've never had the juice, why are you going to give up? Be Tall, Young, and Attractive with the $5 super chat says, you're right. Women cannot be alone. Women need to live in communities because of their safety. You will never see a woman live off the grid. Hell no. Hell no.
But at no point should you be doing anything to prove yourself to any of these loser women. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your life, you're wasting your effort, all for somebody that's probably more than likely still going to either cheat on you, leave you, or turn you down for another dude because he's taller and better looking than you, and who's done nothing for that one.
Yeah, he's a black pill doomer. He's just saying give up because she's going to cheat on you or leave you anyway. Chances are she probably will. Joker's probably right. But for men who have not experienced this, are you going to take our word for it? I'm in a successful relationship. Myron's in a great relationship, and so is Fresh. You cannot expect younger men to just take us out. Trust us, guys. Womanizing is awesome, but it's just not worth it. No, they're going to want to see what the fuss is about.
Woman. Focus on yourselves. That's my argument on this one. And until men understand that portion of it.
Okay, Joker, this is literally what we tell men. Focus on yourself. Alpha Male Strategies has talked about this for years. Stay on your purpose. Stay on your purpose. Joker's right. Focus on yourself. But just because you focus on yourself does not mean you can't cut out a little bit of time to pursue persons of the opposite sex. There's nothing wrong with that. Spending a disproportionate time chasing tail, that's a waste of time. Totally get that. But if you go out a couple of nights a week to try to holler at some bitches, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as your priorities are in line, as long as you're staying on your purpose, and as long as you don't let women become a distraction, shoot away. Shoot away.
Don't fake living a good life so that women want.
You can't fake living a good life, Joker. You can't fake it. Women know the difference between fake and not. Number one. Number two, Joker, when has Myron said fake living a good life? I don't like when he does this. I don't like where he fake lie. No. Myron has never said be a fake. Myron has never said lie. Myron said give the impression that you have other women. And here's the thing. Myron didn't even have to say that. Because if you have other women know it.
Want to date you or they think they want to be a part of your life.
Oops.
That's a lot of what some of these channels talk about. Here's a better idea. Actually live a good life. Actually be happy. Actually do something productive with your life. This is what we teach, Mr. Bachelor. This is what we tell men to do. Unfortunately, it appears that really the only thing that Joker watches are clips from Fresh and Fit After Hours. And that's a damn shame. It really is. Anesthesia New York with the $2 super chat says Coach Greg Adams calls it Boss Up 2025. Appreciate that very, very much. All right, very good. By the way, guys, had a great dating show breakdown a little earlier. And just so you guys know, the Patreon dropped today. So there are going to be three exclusive videos posted to Patreon today. The first one is going to be an episode of The Six.
It's going to be an episode of The Six telling the difference between good women and bad women. The next video that's going to drop is Love is Blind Habibi, episode 1, part 1. Then it's going to be Sneaky Links, season 1, episode 5, part 1. So Love is Blind Habibi, Sneaky Links, and season 1, episode 3 of The Six, which had turned into the 7, will be dropping on Patreon today. If you want to sign up for Patreon, go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharp. For less than 17 cents a day, you get access to past shows, the archive, Sharp Shorts, Ask Donovan Q&A, weekend webinars, videos banned from multiple platforms, access to Sharp Stream, and huge discounts on courses. Patreon.com/Donovan Sharp. Again, this is what is dropping. All right. Max says he's purposely lying on Myron or he's emotional. He's not purposely lying on Myron, but he really, really is exaggerating past the point to where it sounds realistic. It's like either work on self-improvement, don't fake and don't. It's like he's being bipolar. It's either one. No, there is a middle ground. There is a middle ground. The One-Eyed Shrek says the hunt is fucking awesome. Just ask Waller. Absolutely. The One-Eyed Desk also, Shrek says also rejection is nothing. Absolutely. Get Down Demon says Joker wants a woman who appreciates him for his real self. He is bitter because he hasn't found one woman because he hasn't found one because women don't want you for just you. No, I agree. Look, whether he's bitter or not, I'm not. Look. Joker lives a great life, guys. He really, really does. He really, really does. I wouldn't characterize him as bitter. He's jaded, right? Listen, I'm jaded. Dude, a lot of our critics and detractors say, well, the reason you're jaded is because you don't have any success with women. That could be true. Okay? But you become the better you become with women, the more jaded you will become of them. Trust me. Trust and believe. King Life says this is projection. You could be right. The One-Eyed Shrek says nothing wrong with building your game. Absolutely. Flower of Life Elective says you have to love and embrace the game or it will defeat you through attrition. Absolutely. Jay Smooth says so. He agrees. Look, in the end, guys, dude, shout out to Joker, man. Shout out to Joker. He's been at this for a while. He's got 500,000 subscribers. He knows exactly what he's talking about. My advice to you guys is if you have experience with women, okay, if you're in my age range and you've had experience with women and you decide, you know what, I've tried for 15, 20 years. Yeah, I keep running into hoes. Look, I get it. Hang up your player card. Listen, turn in your player card and live the rest of your life, right? Live the rest of your life. But just giving up, and then for him to say that there are men who are happy not pursuing women, he's right about that, but that's not all of them, okay? And just because they're telling you that they're not pursuing women, Joker, doesn't mean they're not. Did it ever occur to Joker that people say things like that to maybe impress him? Yeah, Joker, I'm doing real well. I make $275,000 a year, and I am not worried about women. My guy, if you're making $275,000 a year, women are going to find you. Siege D says, no, Joker sold out. No, he didn't sell out. Godfather Sports says he sounds frustrated. He does. Joker is frustrated about the fact that men don't understand. He doesn't understand why men pursue women. He's like, why don't you guys just lie? And he said it in the video. I thought we'd be at a time where men knew that the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. Joker doesn't realize that his audience turns over every day. He doesn't have the same audience as he did 2-3 years ago. Your audience gets older and younger. So 19, 20, 18-year-olds who are seeing this information for the first time, they're going to be like, whoa, what the hell? No, I want to know if the juice is worth the squeeze or not. Okay, very good. Very, very good. All right. Gentlemen, it is now time. It is now time for the best, most controversial, and realist segment in the manosphere. It's the Hard R Podcast, baby. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is Hard R time. It is Hard R time. And today, we are going to be using Hard R Bingo card number 27. Hard R Bingo card number 27. The squares are as follows. I'm not resisting. I hate white people. You recording this, right? You're doing too much. I need to call my mama. Nigga, I'll fuck you up. I'ma call my lawyer. Bro, you racist cracker. Where's my phone? I can't breathe. Why you got her locked up like that? I'm in fear for my life. Don't touch me. Read me my rights. I gotta go to the hospital. My kids. Loosen these handcuffs. I need to go to work. I'm gonna sue. Call a supervisor. My mama's a cop. Take that badge off, you see what's up. I ain't do nothing. I don't have ID. Let's get underway. Now, the first Hard R video I'm going to show you is not really a Hard R video. It's actually a video entitled, Police Officer Confronts a Little Girl After She Asks, Are You Going to Shoot Us? Wow. Hang on. Let's check this out.
Hey, we're here to protect you, okay? We're not here to hurt you at all.
Oh, it's a little cutie.
You can protest, you can march, you can do whatever you want. Just don't break nothing.
Well, how about that? Just don't break nothing. There we go. There we go. There we go. Good for that officer. Good for that cop. That's going to go a long way. That's going to go a long way in that little girl's life. She's like, you know what? Despite what my, but what these niggas have to say, I remember when I was a kid and the officer told me that they're not here to kill me. Good for him. Good for him. Okay, let us get to the Hard R, the real Hard R bingo. Oh my God. This first video is entitled 5-Year-Old Attacks Cops Over 5-Year-Old Attacks Cops Over Mother's Arrest. Holy bleep, let's go.
Shopping mall for a report of a fight between two females.
Here we go.
We'll be back full late. She's got a child with her.
Oh, we can already hear. We can already hear.
Come here.
Ma'am, what's going on?
Come here. Come here.
Ma'am, what's going on?
This little girl just hit me and my daughter. Punched us all in our face.
Okay.
Hit us with a chair. All type of shit.
Who did that?
A little girl that work at Journeys.
Journeys?
I'm at Beachwood. Beachwood. What you say?
Oh, shit. Whoa.
No, y'all ain't cuffing me and I.
Yeah, we are.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This 5-year-old really did attack the cop.
Sweetie, sweetie. Sweetie, come here. Come here. You're okay.
Please protect my baby. Bring that for y'all. Please. Please. Not my baby.
It's okay.
I got her. Baby. Come on, mama. I got you. Come on. Stay right here. Come on. Stay right here.
Wait, did they go to Cheesesteak Charlie's?
Stay right
We were talking to her and she ran up on security right here, and so we had to put her in cuffs. She's double cuffs right now. This is her daughter.
Anybody else involved?
I don't know. We were gonna try to find out from her, and she freaked out. Was there somebody else involved?
From Journey's kids out to where we are.
Journey's kids, we lose a fight. We had to separate them.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a baseball office.
Is it an employee of Journey's or somebody who's shopping?
Employee.
Okay.
I'm gonna have 2 officers bring her to North Main. You guys wanna meet her?
Yeah, we'll go. Let me let him know. We're gonna go meet with Journey's employee that was involved. Me and Tony will go.
Oh my God.
She can come out. Or,
I don't know if they're gonna. I don't even. She's so big, man. I don't even know if the guards can bring her out.
okay, we'll wait for us all come in. Do you know anything about how it started?
No, I just got a call, and I was coming from corridor 6. By the time I got down there, it was already 2 guards there. They was kind of throwing them out the way, so I finally just picked on the ground. Her little daughter was punching me because she thought I was trying to attack her.
Yeah, she was punching us too.
Yeah, so I just tried to break them up, man.
Okay.
They was really scrapping.
Well,
big girl, heavy set.
Any of the security in there? Did they see it go down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
There's another person who was involved in the fight. They work at Journey, so we're gonna go get their info and some security guards who helped break up the fight. Are you okay? What happened?
So basically, she came in here like she was looking for a shoe or whatever.
Okay.
So she was calm at first, like she was chilling. She was already mad at her little daughter or whatever. So then,
Oh, she was mad at the daughter.
we didn't have the shoe that she wanted her in the size that she needed, which was a legacy. So the boy, Adrian, he's Venom, he's gay, so he went back there, he looked for the shoe.
Beats All You Got Attractive with the $2 super chat says, I posted a video on your Discord in the videos channel. I will check that now.
So she was like, she started yelling, like this when she started getting mad. She's like, where the shoes at? Where the other size where I need to get my daughter and this and that? So we were trying to be as calm as possible. So we like, the shoe is, the shoe that you need, the size is all around the wall except for the toddler, which is green, which is the green ones.
Okay.
So he gonna put the shoe back that was he had took from her and went to go look for it back. So then, mind you, she went to go look for another shoe. She was like, "What do you got? Do y'all got this motherfucking shoe?" And this and this and that. So we just looking around like, why she mad? Like, what's wrong with her? What we doing to her? So then she did pick up another shoe, a New Balance, a pink and white New Balance. And she gave it to her, but she was cussing at us. She was calling us out our names and everything. She was like, she's telling us she's gonna spit on us, get people up there to beat us up and stuff like that. So I was, the boys not gonna argue with them. So I was like, what's your problem with us? Why you mad at us? Because we're trying to help you. So she called me. I took her not like she was being rude to me for no reason. So we like, we'll find a shoe with you, but she just calm down, or you're gonna have to get out the store. So she was like, I have my cousin up here to come up here and beat you up. I took that wrong way because we don't have her being here because we're trying to help you. So she was like, and I come around there corner and spit on you. I said, come around this corner, I'm gonna beat your ass. So then she come over there, she come around the corner after 10 seconds of her trying to argue. So she come around the corner and she take her shoes off and she swung. So I swung back at her.
Oh, there it was. There it is.
So then we fighting. We go to the back, like we fight towards the back door. My manager, that's working at the moment.
Yeah, Level Up Man says all this over a pair of shoes. Wait, what?
I moved so he could be breaking. He done breaking it up. So I moved to remove myself from it. My watch fly, like it flew off my hand. So then she grabbed it. I'm like, can you give me my watch back? Can you give me my watch back? Can you give me my watch back? Or we gonna keep fighting? Because you're not trying to give my stuff back. So
all right, I'm gonna skip ahead because all this bitch is doing is talking.
So I'm like, can you give me my watch from her? Give me my watch from her. I'm not trying to find her number. Can you give me my watch? She refused to give me my watch, so I pushed her.
Where's she bleeding? Her hand?
On her, yeah. And that's what happened.
From her hand, okay?
That girl hit me first.
Oh, so now we have conflicting stories. She started it. No, she started it. So who? So who started it?
I got some in my pocket. It's okay.
My baby, y'all gonna take my baby?
We're not taking the baby.
I ain't touch her. I ain't touch her.
Where's she bleeding her hand?
On her, yeah, her fingernail.
Right here, I can't get it.
Let's roll over and stand up.
I think it's broke.
Okay, let's roll over. You want to roll over this way? Yeah, I'll step over here. I got you. Straight here. Hey, let me take over.
Y'all gonna let my baby No, y'all gonna let my baby
There it is, my kids. There it is. Hard R Bingo is underway. Let's get it.
Stand up.
I need her. Y'all don't understand. I'm a daughter. Okay. I just tried to today. I'm a daughter. Okay. I'm a daughter.
Listen, you're not even listening. Just take a
She hit my baby. What was I gonna do?
We're gonna figure that out right now. We're just trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, can you stand up for me?
Man, y'all gonna take my baby.
We're just trying to figure out what's going on. That's all. 1, 2, here. You gotta stand up, okay?
You want to stand up or you want to sit down?
Man, I'm trying my legs. I gotta. I want that girl hit me. I ain't touch her back.
Oh, I ain't do nothing.
Man, this shit crazy. Why y'all taking me to jail, my baby?
We don't know anything.
My kids. Uh-oh.
You're not telling us you were screaming.
Let me talk to her. Come here.
Were you here with anybody else?
I was just with my daughter.
Okay.
Her dad sent me $300.
Okay.
I was going shopping for me and my daughter. I just bought a brand new phone.
Okay.
Me and my daughter.
Okay, take
I asked him when I first walked in the store. I asked him, I said, what wall has the 11C used? The man pointed at the front wall. I can show y'all the cameras, y'all.
Okay.
I walked over there. I picked up.
Wait, let's tell her to calm down.
No, don't let them take you in the car.
I'm not taking
Call your
her.
daddy.
I got her.
Call your daddy.
What
Oh.
number? Tell me what number you want me to call for her. Listen, what number you want me to call for her?
Call your daddy. Don't let them put you in no car, baby.
Oh, this bitch is crazy. Yo.
I'm trying to help you. What number you calling for?
I'm not wrong.
825
Look, I took this so she can stop hitting me. She's not hitting me.
I don't understand why these people can't just calm the fuck down and just have a conversation. Like, everything has got to be loud and
I'm gonna tell y'all everything.
So when you get down there, tell them.
No, she hit me. It fell. I picked it up. Y'all gotta take this shit, man. Y'all gotta take my
We can't understand what you're saying.
Yes, you gotta calm down, though.
Call her daddy.
What's her number? No. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Let her come to me, man.
Let her calm down. Make her calm down. Here. Hey, we got your baby mom and your daughter up at Beach with mom. I'm gonna stay here with your daughter. Police watching. Hold on.
No, let go.
Okay, no.
Oh, there she goes.
We in front of sex in the parking.
Yeah, King Life says arrest the kid too. Yeah, it's gonna have to come to that.
Come here, baby. They broke my
crazy.
arm and everything.
Like, that little motherfucker's got to understand that if mommy breaks the law, mommy's going the fuck to jail.
Everything.
We have an ambulance coming, okay?
Man, they broke my arm.
Oh,
It's gonna
stop
be in 2
it.
minutes.
Man, I told them to come get her. They was talking about my baby because she was very bad. I got mad. I said, man, where the shoes? The hung on me.
Is anybody with mall security?
No, they didn't call more security, so we was in the hallway and she was already on.
Dude, do you see this? Do you hear? The officer asks a very calm question. Did anybody call security?
Over me. They let the fight go on and everything all the way to the back of the store.
Where did this happen at? What's
In Johnny's.
in Journey's? Okay.
Run the cameras. Y'all gonna see I ain't hit her first. The cameras, I'm telling you, I ain't wrong, man. I done been wrong before. I'm not wrong.
But when they run the
Little
camera,
girl, I told her to call her mama.
But now you gotta calm down, cause you know how they say. You know how the police say. The worse you act, the more pressure they gonna
Man,
put.
I can't, man.
That's right. Hey, listen to your girl, and that is Cheesesteak Charlie's. Is that?
Calm down.
And my arm gotta be broke.
Yeah, that is Cheesesteak
I'm
Charlie's.
telling you.
Babe.
I can't.
She's doing too
Your
much.
daughter is watching. She is
Man,
watching.
Thank you. Your daughter is watching. Listen to your girl. Your daughter is watching. And why do you think the daughter attacked the cops? Leave my mommy alone. The daughter doesn't know the difference between right and wrong. And she's sitting there attacking cops for something that her mother unlawfully did.
it's not fair. I'm trying to protect my kid.
Hit my kid with a metal chair. A metal chair. Oh, we all about to be in jail, and I ain't even.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Get my mommy arrested now. Just gotta calm down, mama. Come on.
Yeah, calm her ass down.
Coming.
Yeah, this is hers. No, that's not hers. That's mine.
I know.
That watch is hers.
Calm down. Calm down.
Ma'am. What? She's gone.
It's right here. It's right here.
Don't let them do that.
Don't give them a reason. Don't give them no reason. Just calm down.
Listen to your girl. Be tall, young, and attractive with the $2 super chat says American black women don't know when to shut their traps. No, they don't.
Oh, that's not mine.
It's right here, man.
That's mine.
I know.
Give me it. Y'all can take it when I go to jail. Give it now.
Relax.
I know it's her work. It's mine and she work here, and I know I'm not lying.
Relax.
My baby got problems. Man, y'all gonna make her sad.
No, you're gonna make her sad because you broke the fucking law and you're chimping out.
Somebody your child can go with it.
Her daddy's coming in 2
It's her to tell me if it's
Okay. Man, listen.
It's her
I want to go or not, y'all.
I don't
Just tell them the baby father coming in.
Man, my baby daddy coming. Oh, man, y'all don't understand what's going on.
He's here. If you want us to send your daughter with him, you gotta tell us that.
Okay.
All right? We don't want your daughter to go with somebody who shouldn't go.
Oh, God. Jesus, they're pulling up.
Baby.
Radio, let the squad know we need them by 4-8.
Yeah, don't do that in front of the baby.
She's still got a pulse. She's breathing.
Let's just,
Hi, can I talk to you guys about what happened? You don't have to open up the store. If you want to talk to me through here, we can do that too. Is it Leja? Is that how you say her name? Okay. We have the female who came in here in handcuffs out in the parking lot, but I just want to know from your guys' perspective if you saw everything or how it went down.
We saw everything.
Okay.
So the lady came in here, asked for a leather seat shoe. I pointed to where she should go to look for some. She got agitated, irritated out of nowhere.
It was because she couldn't like really find her shoe.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Find the shoe. We didn't have it because the shoes stopped at a certain size. So I came back out and told her, oh, these shoes don't come in that size or whatever. And that's when she started getting mad.
Yeah, so first she was like yapping her mouth and stuff. She was threatening to leave me, saying she was going to that's when they come kill her and stuff.
See, there it is. She was the one that ignited this thing. But if you let her tell it, she's completely innocent. Reverend Brown, member for 4 months, says, I can't stand it when the little spawns cry. Annoying, dude. Bro, I'm with you 100%, man. It just makes things so much worse. Yeah, Craig J says, this woman could shut down her daughter's crying with a couple of words, but is actively choosing not to. Yes. Like somebody said, and like we say all the time, black women use their children to shield their bad decisions. This is what they do.
That's what she got in my face. So I'm going to get my shoe, all this other stuff. And I told her to leave the store. I told Lily to go to the back. That's when the lady proceeded to go around the counter and was talking mess to her. That's when I told Agent to go get security. So when he left, that's when they started to fight.
Okay. Did either of you see it start or what happened?
Lily did hear her first.
What's that?
Lily did hear her first.
Lily.
Yes.
Okay. Where did it happen?
Right where the socks is right there.
Okay. So she came back there.
Like imagine I'm the lady.
Yeah.
She was arguing with her here, and she ended up dropping her stuff.
She kept sitting on the counter. Then they fought all the way in the back of our store.
Okay.
So I had to go back and push Lily out here. Then they started to fight out there.
Did the female do anything? Obviously, she came behind the counter. Did she do anything to her? Did she get real close to her? Did she raise her hands up?
She was attempting to, but I had to stop her. She was trying to be really close to her.
Okay.
Trying to attack her.
Was there anything about her presence that made it look like she was going to do something? Like, did she pick up her hands?
Yeah,
did she square up?
So did, yeah.
Okay. She didn't swing first. She just squared up like she was going to do something? Yeah. Okay. We're just trying to figure out what to do and how to handle the situation appropriately.
Don't put me in there. That's her. One of those is her phone. I think the other one had the kid. The kid had the phone. Okay, she's awake.
All right, we got the ambulance pulling up now, okay? She's right here. She's right here
my
with these people
baby?
that are helping you.
I got a traumatic brain.
Phoenix Light Game says, oh boy, traumatic brain injury. Says it's sad that young black children in America, most of them will never realize that their mothers don't give a damn about them. Instead of reassuring her daughter, she's just causing chaos and doesn't care. No, she does not.
Hey, we'll let the ambulance know, okay?
I got a traumatic brain injury. My stuff, I just...
Oh, there it is. I got to go to the hospital. I got a traumatic brain injury.
Right here. It's right here. We got all your stuff.
My baby.
Yeah, she's right here.
I gotta get her. She got problems. Y'all help me.
Her baby daddy's coming, okay? He should be here in a minute. They called him, okay? We're gonna stay with her. They're gonna stay with her until they come. We're gonna help you. We're gonna help you. She got a hand injury on her one hand, okay? All right, we're gonna get you up, okay?
1, 2, 3. She gotta come with me. She can't go by herself, y'all.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I don't got nobody but her daddy. Only her daddy. I can't wait on him. She gotta go with me. If I go to jail, take her from the hospital.
You're not.
Don't let mom know that too. They can't handle her.
We'll follow. We'll take her with us.
You can't handle her?
With me in the ambulance. Y'all can follow.
If you come down,
Dude, oh my God.
All right? Sit back.
My daughter's on. She can't live without.
It was a fight that happened in a store.
I didn't hit nobody first.
Okay, so
I didn't hit nobody first.
This is the ambulance. They're trying to help
my
you.
God, lady.
What happened and why I think my arm is
Who's that
broke?
with your child?
Her daddy.
Okay, you're fine with
Let
that.
me talk to him.
Okay, are you gonna calm down?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't understand you if you
Sit
don't
back on
calm
the
down,
He
okay?
don't know what happened.
We're gonna have him come over
He
and
was
talk
on
to
the
you.
phone with me.
Okay.
He'll tell you he was on the phone with me.
She been patted down.
No.
Okay.
That's my weed.
Okay.
I got a medical marijuana
Okay,
card.
I'm gonna put it with your
I don't
stuff.
got nothing illegal on me.
See your bags behind
I don't got
him.
nothing illegal
Move,
on
please.
me.
See your bags.
I
Put it
was
with your
doing
stuff.
good. Just take my baby.
We're not taking her.
That girl is fine.
They'll take care of it.
My baby daddy, you was on the phone. Tell him I ain't lying. Tell him I ain't lying.
I got it.
They're calling this about something with
I know, but we need to figure that out.
That's what they're
We need her to calm down. So can you leave? Yep.
Is this your daughter? Okay. Is this? Is it?
Get her out of here.
Where'd you go?
Is this? Are you her dad?
Her mom, yes.
Okay.
Where'd you go today?
We're taking care of all this. We're figuring out who's what and everything.
It's a Beachwood councilman.
Okay.
June Taylor. I'm calling her now.
Okay.
Wait, what? Hold up.
Who's what and everything.
It's a Beachwood councilman.
Okay.
June Taylor. I'm calling her now.
Okay. We're in.
So is Roger Center?
We have all parties involved.
Where is
Right
she?
now, we're dealing with this.
I want her arrested.
Okay. Well, we're figuring
Oh,
that out.
shit.
Whoever needs to be arrested is going to be arrested. So,
Oh my God, this
she
is so
can't stay
fucking
with her.
extra. This
I mean,
is so
she's
goddamn
probably
extra.
getting
See, now this little girl is being extra. Hey, I do that, my mommy. Like, look, she knows her mom's going to jail. She's just being extra, man. This is
for the
getting on
hospital or
her.
something. So,
That girl is fine.
all right.
We're helping. My baby daddy, you was on the phone. Tell him I ain't lying. Tell him I ain't lying.
We're gonna have to grab her. Sir.
I got it.
They're calling this about something with the victim's wife.
I know, but we need to figure that out.
So
That's what they're asking.
I want to get Dad out of here with the kid.
All
right, sir. Can you get the child? We need to go.
She'll calm down.
All right.
I'm okay.
They do their work.
He's trying to
Let the squad do it.
He's trying to tell y'all I got 3.
She's got.
I got
To
this.
them. We're gonna take care of her. Taking care of
Come
mom.
on. Mommy, okay. She's okay.
Okay, we need to grab her.
All right, sir, come on. It's not good for your daughter. They gotta check her.
Okay, come on.
They gotta do medical for her.
So be careful.
We are.
We're more concerned with her actual health.
Come on.
Okay?
She's fine. Watch out.
You guys get
Come on.
You don't have her in handcuffs.
Come on.
Hey, you don't have her in handcuffs, do you?
Yes, they do.
Listen to the child. Listen to the child. She sounds like her mom. She sounds like a future version of her mom.
Sir,
We gotta go.
please.
Let's go. Let's go. Get your information over here.
Come here.
I'm spitting on myself.
Let's go over here and talk. Please, sir.
Hey, they need to, we gotta go.
Bro, get out of there.
I'm telling you, this can be a lot better if we just go over here, okay? Please. We're doing what we
Shouldn't have her in handcuffs. Didn't you just say you want her arrested?
got to.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go over.
See now he is adding to the chaos. He's adding to the chaos now.
Over here.
Daddy, she's okay.
We gotta walk. Let's go. We gotta go. Sir, we need to go. We have to go to your car. Let's go to your car. Okay. I understand. Let's go.
See, he wants to keep the kid there to keep the chaos up. Be tall, young, and attractive. Ooh. Whoa, that's not what I want to do. Be tall, young, and attractive with the $5 super chat says, American black women wonder why high-value men don't choose them. A woman's a reflection of you. Imagine bringing this woman around business partners and colleagues. Yeah, nope. I'd rather not.
I'm 65 years old. I'm a former vet, United States Marines, and this is my daughter.
Okay.
Service. We need to go over here.
Come on. Let's go over here and talk. Come on over here and talk. Let's go. Okay. I am a Sarge. Let's go over here and talk.
Oh, there it is. Sergeant, now he's trying it. Now he's trying it.
Come on. We totally understand. So us being here agitated is not going to help any. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. You okay? You okay? They're trying to take her, man.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Praetorian Guard says no scene control. This is crazy.
Sonny, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
All her property.
Quit talking to her, you idiot.
You with daddy.
All right.
You wanted her to take control.
Sir, let me talk to you. Just so I need to know
Dude, I cannot believe this. This little girl will not shut the fuck up.
your name and her. Do you want to put her in the car to make it better?
You with daddy.
Okay. All right.
You and Daddy. Put her in the fucking car. Jesus Christ. Acting just like her mom.
Yes, thanks.
Oh my God.
Somebody in the squad with.
Yeah, Amy.
Okay. I get that. I get that, and that's why they're gonna help.
Why is he crying? What, dude? Put her in.
There's things that are going on here that we had to do certain things. Okay? What's that?
Put handcuffs on the other girl.
I'm not in there with that. Somebody else is in there dealing.
She needs to be arrested.
We're in two different places. We're dealing with it. We're dealing with it.
I will call Eric Sennenberg.
Okay. Can I get your information?
Oh, that's equivalent to. So he's talking about my somebody. Yeah, he's name dropping here.
Right now, follow them. No. Where are they taking her?
Hospital. I'm not sure which one right now. Hillcrest.
No. Attorney.
This little girl has too much mouth, man.
My attorney works. My attorneys work for you guys.
My attorney. Here we go. I'm going to call my lawyer. Yeah, I'm sure you will.
She's okay.
Are they confirming?
Get there yet?
Oh my God.
We got to. I guess have them,
We're going to see her.
have them confirm then.
Sarge, what happened?
I'm not 5, I'm 4.
We are trying.
Isn't it funny how she just sat, she had the presence of mind to say, I'm not 5, I'm 4. This little girl is, I'm telling you, man, these kids are becoming more and more cognizant of what's going on around them.
Trying to figure this out. You realize that the scene is extremely hectic. We're trying to.
I don't care. I need my mama now. Listen to this little girl. Unbelievable.
Figure out with everything we can do. Okay.
Sorry, I know it's hectic.
Yes.
I have the utmost respect for law enforcement.
Nigga, you are not talking her out of those cuffs, my guy. That bitch is going to jail. You cannot assault someone in a place of business and walk away free. Not gonna happen.
Utmost respect.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Friends in the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I've got friends all over. I was at Jacob's funeral a week or two ago.
Okay.
Over at Pepe's in Parma.
Yes.
So I'm well respected by the.
And I appreciate that. Then you understand that we're obviously
I don't know
dealing.
who this girl is. If she hit my daughter, she needs to be arrested.
I understand that.
She did not hit your daughter. Stop it. No, she didn't.
And I'm telling you, we have other people there. We have people there. We have people here.
This is insane.
We're dealing with that. We're dealing with this.
Dude, just get out of there. My God.
Come on, we want to see her. We want to see her. We want to see her. Thank you, Sarge.
No, me and my mama bird.
92.
Okay,
was
we're
that
gonna get it.
confirmed?
Me
Were you
and
able
my
to
mama
check?
bird. She didn't do nothing to that lady.
I need to know who she is, Sarge.
Well, I can't give you her name because I don't know right now yet. Like I said, we just came up here for a fight that was in progress. So that's why we're
Listen to the little girl arguing with the cop.
here.
With black hair.
We know who she is. We're dealing with the other party. All right. So we're just waiting to find out. Okay. We're just waiting to make sure.
Dude,
you stand here a minute?
Yeah.
Is it him? Oh, it's county? Oh, I guess.
Yep. Other person involved? Yes.
See if there's any medical.
Small child. Yes.
I need a bag with the phone.
Yeah, Max says the child is lying. She says she ain't do nothing to that lady. Yes, she did. You know your mom whipped that woman's ass.
That's evidence right now.
It's right in here.
That's
Yeah, BS Profile says they probably start teaching them cops are bad at a very early age. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. There was a little girl at a protest who was like, "Are you going to shoot me?"
evidence right now.
But my daughter's phone is in there.
Okay, we'll figure that out in just a second.
Why is the phone
Careful that she doesn't fall out.
I just bought the phone at Apple 1500. Why is that evidence?
Okay, I've got to find out. Watch out so she doesn't fall out.
Yo, this nigga, bro, your kid is out of pocket. Your kid is out of order. What in the fuck is he doing? No control over this situation. Guys, no control. This little man, dude, this man's little girl is yelling at, screaming crazy profanities at the cops, and he's just standing by and letting it happen.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute, baby.
Do you have any medical conditions?
Wait a minute. Me. Congestive heart.
All right.
Why is her phone?
Well, right now we have the property until we figure out else what we have to do with it.
Don't worry.
You have that property. We got child info and everything already?
We don't know the data.
What are we going to do, sorry, about individual? That's what I want to know.
We're doing a full investigation, so we have another sergeant.
Their call, and I told him he has congestive heart failure. I didn't tell him either, so.
We will be looking into the rest.
Hopefully it's just a...
This is crazy.
There should be video inside the store. We got to look at
She's not even crying for real.
So we're getting different sides of different stories. We got to get witnesses in the video. It might not be able to be done all in, less than an hour. You know what I'm saying? So it might take time to
I'm
get the video.
65 years old.
Right.
I served 14 years in the United States Marine.
Oh my God, dude, nobody gives a shit about your service, man. That's got nothing to do with the fact that your baby mama broke. Wait a minute. Oh, this is a lie. Oh, guys. This is not this little girl's father. This man is 65 years old, so you mean to tell me he knocked up this bitch at 40?
65 years old.
Right.
65 years old, man. I don't know.
I served 14 years in the United States Marine.
Well, thank you for your service.
I've got tons of friends in law enforcement.
Right.
Yep, there it is. Tons of friends in law enforcement. So what he's doing now is he's trying to issue low-level threats to the cops. I have friends in law enforcement. You better not make this arrest.
Federal Bureau of Investigation. I got friends across.
Federal Bureau of Investigation, my guy. Yeah, that's not the baby daddy. That's her father.
I got you. So I respect Blue very much. Okay. Very much.
Got you.
So I know how investigations take time. I'm not asking that. Right. I want to know who in the this girl is to put her hands on.
This man is cursing around this little girl. I want to know who in the fuck this girl is that put her hands
My daughter's mom and my daughter. Okay, I got the right. I'm a taxpayer.
Everything will be in a public records and you can get it. But right now we can't give you that information because it's under investigation. Okay? But we got everyone's information.
Here's another thing, sir. You're being detained right now, okay? Because you have a warrant out for your arrest out of the city of Cleveland, right?
Unbelievable. 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 This woman gets in a fight. This woman gets in a fight. Gets arrested. The person she calls to come and get the kid also has a warrant out for his arrest. My God, you can't make this shit up, man.
Aggravated menacing.
Aggravated menacing?
Mm-hmm. So we misdemeanor in the first degree. So at this point, you are not free to go. We're not cuffing you or anything just because you're doing that. So, yep.
Aggravated, what does that mean?
It's a misdemeanor in the first degree.
That's what aggravated menacing is.
So I can give you, if it doesn't.
No, that's not the real truth.
I mean, that's
She's like, no, that's not the real truth. The little girl is saying that's not the real truth. This girl has been trained to lie. This is crazy.
I was just downtown.
Okay. Just watch her.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, I'll call the detective that's on the case to see if maybe they messed it up, but we just have to verify that. So that's fine. Okay. Is he? Do you think it would have been him, or has he done it in the past? Okay. Maybe hopefully they just have it wrong, but that's what the reason for our interaction today. Okay.
I just paid all my tickets on this.
Did you have a warrant?
No, sir.
Recently or
all
anything?
I have is traffic tickets.
Just tickets?
Yeah, I just paid $800.
Okay.
My identical twin.
Okay. I guess we'll find out in a second, huh?
I'll take a read.
He said, I'm an identical twin.
Me down. Well, I've got friends everywhere. I just called my friend in city council, Eric Sennenberg.
Yeah, well, and like I said, if Cleveland has...
He said, I don't believe you have friends. Yeah, exactly. Reverend Brown with the $5 super chat says, perfect example of how black women get black men caught up without remorse. Yep, there you go. There you go. And she probably knew he had a warrant, too.
Guys.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. What's going on? Nothing. I just need you to take the baby. That's it. I understand, but I still want. You don't need to know what else is going on, Larry. Just take the baby. Charnay got into something. Some girl got smart with her, hit the baby. They took Charnay to the hospital. I just need you to take care of the baby.
So you able? Yeah. Well, that's the long and the short of it. Yeah.
Could I get the best phone number for you?
Yes.
No, is this the address the baby's gonna be staying at for now? Oh, is it?
I don't know. That's where I live.
I don't. They just dropped it. Yeah.
That's what he asked you, baby. I don't.
Sure. Know, just in case we need.
I mean, she's gonna be well taken care of.
Oh no, yeah. We're just.
You know.
He just has some stuff he has to take care of, and then
yeah.
She's got some stuff, and it's just.
Well, I'll take care of the baby.
Okay, cool.
Let me feel like a wolf. Listen, man. Every time. Feel like a wolf, man. Every time, man. You got to stop this, man. It's too much. Man, fuck you. It's too much.
Captain Stransky says, Biggie Smalls,
I called Tony to come get. Don't disrespect me like that. No, don't tell me stop crying.
Nigga. Oh, this nigga's weak as hell, man.
And all this, these guys ain't beating you up. Man, things happen.
No, my mama went to the hospital.
See, the little girl, she loves her dad so much. I'm his twin, and she knows the difference.
Yeah.
J Pot says, $10 says the brother has a warrant too. We're about to find out.
Yes, I know the difference between it because you look at my mama because you went to the hospital. That's not fair.
Oh God.
Let me go back in the car.
I'm gonna put you back. Okay. Scoot over. Yep. Sorry, can I put it in the parking space?
Yep.
Thank you. Why would you ask them what you gonna do with the key? I
Don't
really
know.
stupid.
They're officers. I
still have to be polite. Blair, ask them have I been polite.
I don't have to. I'm speaking for me.
All right, guys. All right. We'll figure out the brotherly love later, all right?
We're never coming back to the store ever after again. and get my daddy car back.
Oh, we're getting it. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's going to stay right there. It's not going anywhere.
Yes, it is, because I don't take it with you. Don't act like you're
Can I get a high five? We'll call it even.
Do you see this? Do you see this? These cops don't. These cops think it's cute that this little girl is acting like this. They're like, oh, how cute. She's being defiant. Yeah. In 10, 15 years, she's going to be in one of these police videos.
Get my high five.
There you go.
Not too hard. I'm already seeing her man.
We'll break him. All right, can she?
Come here.
All right, let's get down.
Can she go? Have her go. So before, you know what I'm saying, with your business, I don't want to do it. That's too much for her, you know?
You can take her to... Where do I need to get him out?
That's Cleveland, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have a clue.
Is my daddy going to jail?
Not with us, no.
Okay, man, no problem, man.
No problem. The mother of the child was charged with aggravated menacing, robbery for stealing the victim's watch, and resisting arrest.
All right, let's take a look at some of these comments, man. Let's take a look at some of these comments. Yep, here we go. Dude, these comments are echoing you guys' sentiments. Mom is disgusting, dad is dumb, child is doomed. That woman is 100% responsible for that little girl's trauma. Absolutely. She had absolutely no idea how she just permanently traumatized her daughter. Evil. The fact that a 5-year-old has a phone in the first place is another problem. She is doomed. My baby got emotional problems. Yeah, no shit, you sabotaged her life by treating her how to act like a wild banshee. This is crazy. This is a hot mess. Shame on the mother for putting her child into that situation. She's trained the baby to act like a fool. The child is 5 and physically attacking adults and the police. She's taught hostility and violence. Disgusting. Social services need to intervene. The family needs serious help. Yes, they do. Surprise, surprise, the dad has a warrant too. Absolutely. A 5-year-old demanding someone put the other woman in jail. Learned behavior. Yep. OMG, neither parent is attempting to calm down this kid. It's also concerning that this child is acting this way. Dude. That 5-year-old is out of control, and she is over there hitting everyone. She needs to go somewhere else. She needs therapy and real guidance and love. No, she's going to end up in jail. What a horrid child. The whole family is so dysfunctional. Those parents are failing their child, both of them. Jesus Christ. The mother is a disgrace. She is raising a child to be loud and disrespectful, not the child's fault. The only time they worry about the kids is when the cuffs go on. That's exactly right. They don't give, dude, black women don't give a fuck about their kids, y'all. They don't give a fuck about their kids unless there's a camera in their face or they're getting locked up. I do not understand why the cops did not tell the man, sir, you need to calm your daughter down now. Nope. Sad part is the kid already picked up on her mom's crazy loud behavior, dude. The father is no better than the mom. What kind of mother acts like that in front of her child? Yeah, black moms. I'm so sick of hearing that little girl screaming and yelling, and why is the dad crying? Dropping veteran status and law enforcement names like bad behavior doesn't matter. The child's behavior is completely disgusting. Absolutely. Maybe this is what that one guy was talking about when he was talking about trauma being passed down from generation to generation. If he's talking about it like this, then yeah, trauma can definitely be passed down from generation. Not genetically. Not genetically. That is
while the father was transferred to Cleveland PD.
That is learned behavior. All right, this one is okay, let's see here. Okay, this one is entitled From Traffic Violation to Multiple Felony Charges. Here we go.
I'm Officer Murphy.
Let's reset the hard R bingo card.
Yeah, the reason we pulled you over is when you guys turned out, you made an improper right.
Improper right?
Yep. An improper right is when you basically make a right-hand turn and you go.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Well, okay. That's
your
probably.
drive. I'm just a cop.
I mean, I'd probably say you were driving earlier though. So.
No, I wasn't driving earlier. Also, I was maybe sitting, but
your registration insurance?
You guys are not allowed to watch me though.
Okay.
That you guys are pulling me over because you guys were just watching me that we were at his cousin's house, and now you're pulling me over.
Step out of the car for me.
Uh-oh.
We both smell marijuana.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm going to be calling my mother. I'm underage, so.
There it is. I'm going to be calling my mother. I'm underage already. Let me call my mama.
Step out.
yeah, the car just let me smell weed, and they're trying to pull me out and do like.
Okay, come on.
This extra stuff.
Step out.
You don't have the right.
Ma'am, step out of the car. I do have the right.
You don't have the right because
step out of the
you
car.
were watching me over there. Don't touch me.
Ma'am, I'm about to grab.
Oh, there it is. Don't touch me. Oh boy, dude, I think we might hit bingo on this one.
Step out of the car.
Don't you dare
now.
touch me.
Step out.
Don't you dare touch me.
Is this a white girl? Hold up. Is this a white girl going hard arm?
Stop. Bro. Yeah, they just did this literally because we came. All we did was come out to the neighborhood.
No, they did this because they smelled weed in the car. See, here's this guy talking about. Here's this nigga talking about. Yeah, they did this for no reason. No, they didn't.
Slammed her on the ground. What's your badge number?
Hey, get back.
What's your badge number?
Get back. You want to go to jail too?
Right.
Get on the sidewalk.
Okay.
And that is a random nigga intervening. And he is absolutely recording this.
Get up. Keep walking.
Oh, now you're going to try and act like a white girl, huh? Yeah, Snowdemi said, set up by Pookie. Yeah, it's funny how black women tell us to stay away from white girls. Otherwise, they'll get you fucked up in the game. A lot of white girls fuck around and mess with a lot of niggas.
Hey, don't walk up that car. Try over here for me, man.
I'm not put your hands on me. If you put your hands on me, I'm putting my hands on you.
I have no.
Oh, he just threatened a cop. If you put your hands on me, I'm going to put my hands on you, bro.
Stop walking away.
Back up then.
Walk
Back
over
up.
there. Walk over there.
I'm not walking nowhere. I'm staying on the sidewalk like you just told me.
Okay,
you said go on the sidewalk. I'm on the sidewalk. Why are you telling me to do different stuff, you dumb? You're a rookie. You said come on the sidewalk. I'm on the sidewalk. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying on the sidewalk.
Yeah, beat this nigga's ass. I'd have beat his ass. I'd have just fucked him up. You ain't gonna talk to me like that.
I'm staying on the sidewalk.
Stop walking.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying on this. No.
Nope, that's it. Now he's getting fucking detained.
Mom!
Nope.
Mom, no!
Get him the fuck out of there. Nope. There
I'm
it is.
not moving.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. You don't get to talk to cops and be free. Sorry. I'm sorry, man. You do not get to talk to cops like that and not end up in the handcuffs. Dude, book his ass.
I'm staying on the sidewalk. I'm not doing nothing.
No, I'm not doing nothing. Oh boy, I'm not doing. Wait a minute. There it is. I didn't do nothing. There it is.
I got doing nothing. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing. Okay, I will. I will stop. Bro,
oh, now you're gonna stop.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing anything. Oh!
I know he said mom, but I've already got that checked off, guys. Oh, now he's gonna cry. Shane will win with the $5 super chat. Says son, husband confirmed. Absolutely.
Oh! Give us your hand.
All he had to do is act right.
Stop! Stop! Ow! Stop!
No!
Stop! Okay, stop.
Well, now you want to cry.
Stop! Let go of your hands. Let go of your hands.
You're passively resisting.
Let go of your hands. Oh no! Stop. Dude, I'm not doing nothing. Please stop. Please freaking stop. Please stop. Ow! Ow!
Stop.
Ow!
Stop.
Ow!
Stop.
Ow!
Stop.
Okay, I swear to God. Ow!
Just let go.
Ow!
Give us your
Ow!
arm.
Ow! Ow! Help me! Ow! 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 I am. I'm not
This
doing
nigga's
nothing.
weak.
Dude,
This
just
nigga's
stop.
weak as hell, man.
Give us your hands. I've said it 100 times.
Bro.
I don't have. Now use this.
Ow, dude, my arm. Dude. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Ow! Ow!
Are you a dude or a chick?
Ow! 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 Okay, stop reaching.
Ow! Ow! He's acting like a female.
I can't breathe. Okay.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There's I can't breathe. There it is.
Get out, water.
Stop.
Water.
Nope.
Sit up.
They ain't got to give you
Sit
shit,
up.
nigga.
Bring your feet.
Hold me. Ow. Can I have water, please?
Yeah, hold on.
Mr. Murphy, please. Murphy.
Oh, now it's gonna have water, please, Mr. Murphy. But before you were all like, don't fucking come near me.
There's nothing in my
Bitch
pockets, I
ass
swear to
nigga.
God. Ow, my arm. Ow. Mister.
This nigga.
Ow, stop.
This nigga is doing
Move your
way
arm.
too
Dude,
much.
my arm, dude, my elbow. Move your arm from like that, please. Please move your arm. Move your arm from under my elbow. Dude, why does it feel like that? I think my arm's broken.
Oh my
My
God.
arm's broken.
I think he's got a zero in his pants. Don't grab it.
I won't. Do not.
Stop.
Ow!
Back up.
Here comes mom. Here comes mom. There it was. The bat nigga signal worked. Now here comes mom, and she's about to get arrested.
Stop it!
Hey, I just pulled this out of his okay?
What?
Yes, so get back.
Oh shit, he's got a gun. Uh-oh. Oh, look at this. Oh, mom thinks that her son is innocent, but look what he pulled out.
Hey, I just pulled this out of his okay?
What?
Yes.
What? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Dumb nigga's got a fucking gun. Unbelievable, man.
So get back.
Mom, I did
Yeah, I'm dead ass serious, bitch.
my army. No. Mom, I cannot breathe.
Oh, shut up.
Step back.
Ow!
Step back. I am over here, but you don't have to handle him like that.
Yes, they do. He resisted, so that's how he got handled.
That's my child.
Mom.
Now he's going to jail.
Mom. It literally.
Try to get there now.
Mom, I did nothing.
Yeah, except for the fact that you had a gun. You have a gun in your pocket, buddy.
Ow!
Xavier, calm down.
In my wallet.
No. Stay back.
No.
Punish his dad and everything. He's 18.
No.
Pull up
Pull
his
my pants up. I don't
clothes.
have nothing in my
Can you pull up
stuff.
his clothes, please?
They don't get picked up.
Like I need my shoes.
No, I just want
Oh my phone.
Take your feet out.
I did not resist. They slammed me on the ground for going with
There it is. I'm not resisting. Yes, you did. You absolutely resisted.
the sidewalk. Mom, they said go on the sidewalk. I went to the sidewalk and they slammed me. Mom, they told me go on the sidewalk. I went to the sidewalk and they slammed me on the. Mom, this dude was punching me in my head. He punched me in my back
See, now he's trying to spin this false narrative.
3 times. He punched me in my neck. Dude.
Take a breath. It's fine. Just calm down.
Take a breath.
Right.
Take a breath, man. Take a breath.
Put your feet on top. Put your feet on top.
So I don't mind. At the end of the day, if he did, my son has been stabbed before.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever, lady. Sorry. If he doesn't have a concealed carry permit, his ass is going the fuck to jail.
Like he's been through a lot already.
Okay. You have an idea?
Okay, and he was probably stabbed by another nigga. So there you go.
Yes, I do. So what all happened?
Hold on. We'll get to that in just a second.
Because he was screaming.
Yes.
What happened?
That was a tactic.
How old is your son?
He just turned 18.
Okay, then we have under no obligation to tell you anything. Okay, just so you know.
I understand that, but
so what I'm going to tell you,
I understand that, but yeah, understand it and get the fuck out of here. Get on back, mama. Go on.
As the supervisor, what I'm going to tell you.
As a parent.
Okay, as a supervisor.
And I know you're a parent.
I am.
Oh, see, there she goes, trying to appeal to his emotion side. Yes, he's a parent, but the law does not require him to tell you anything about her son because your son, pardon me, your son is not a minor. So you can talk about parent and this and that and the third. Guess what? He's still not going to tell you shit.
Absolutely, yes, ma'am. But what I'm going to tell you, these officers conducted a traffic stop. Okay, your son resisted. When I showed up, he was on the ground handcuffed. I am the officer that pulled this out of your son's underwear. Okay, that's not a commonplace. I'm sure he's not licensed to carry this, so that's a jail sentence right there.
It's not a sentence. You don't have to be like.
Yes, you do.
Oh, yes, we do have to be like that. We cannot let niggas, emotional niggas like this fucking nigga running around with fucking guns. That's how people get shot. Panda Trucker with the $5 super chat says he was probably stabbed because he was running his mouth. He probably was. He probably was.
To conceal it, you do, ma'am. Yes, absolutely. And it's not holstered. I don't carry my firearm in my underwear. Okay, clinched between my butt cheeks. That's exactly where it was, and that's what my.
Gotcha, bitch. He said, I don't carry my gun clinched between my butt cheeks. This officer's stupid as hell.
Report's gonna say.
Excuse me?
Oh, ain't got shit to say now, huh?
Can you please loosen these cuffs a little bit?
Here we go. Loosen these cuffs. Hold up. He's gonna try and get out. Where's the loosen these cuffs? Where are they at? Oh, no. Oh, wait, there it is. There it is. Oh, man, we are dangerously close to bingo. We are dangerously close to bingo. Holy moly. We got plenty of time. Shane will win with the $10 super chat. Says, Mom, why was he screaming? Cop, because he was raised by you and he doesn't understand how to control his emotions. Real talk. There you go. There you go. There you go. There it is. Captain Stransky says, butt cheek blicky. Damn, dude. That's gross.
I can't
Please.
until they come over here because I don't know what happened before I got here.
Can you tell one of them to come and loosen these up a little bit?
I'm not moving your cuffs right now, okay?
You're allowed to do that.
Stop moving your hands.
They moved it whenever they already cuffed me and slammed me about 2-3 times.
I don't know what happened. I wasn't here.
So you're not allowed to loosen these cuffs?
No.
Mom! Mom!
Jesus. Praetorian Guard with the $2 super chat says, very common to see this Jiffy Pop in see this in Jiffy Pop moms too. Yeah, exactly.
I was not fighting with officers.
Well, give me a minute. Let me figure it out.
Like, dude, bro, you can loosen the cuffs.
Nope.
Like, bro, loosen the cuffs.
No, I'm sorry. You don't talk to cops like that and then resist arrest like that and expect them to do you any favors.
Can you two kick the door or whatever you're doing to the door? You're going to get another charge.
Bro, can you please just loosen the cuffs a little bit? That's all I'm asking, please.
So what medicine? Xavier,
No, he didn't. We'll talk.
What? Okay, so, but you have to calm down, Xavier. Do you have Aaron now?
Can you hear your mother? Can you hear her? She's talking to you.
Can you calm?
Stop yelling.
Xavier, you didn't even take your medicine. This.
Oh, here we go. You need to take your medicine. So now, oh my God. So now she's going to try to set up the false narrative. Well, the reason why he acted out of pocket, officer, is because he wasn't on his meds. Yeah, he's still getting 1 to 3 for that weapons charge.
I will meet you. I'm going to call the lawyer. I'm going to go post your bond and all that once they put everything.
Yeah, you ain't got no fucking lawyer. The only lawyer you're going to have is court appointed.
Well, damn. Jesus, these cops, well, I swear no one has kids.
No, the cops have kids, but the law supersedes parenthood, Mom. Nice try, though.
No one has kids, obviously. This is crazy.
Right, no, it's not crazy. She says no one has kids. No, the cop just says that he's a parent too, but they don't make decisions based on emotion. They base decisions based on facts and the law. Emo Muzz says, Mom is actually pretty calm. No, the reason why Mom is calm is because she knows that her son's not getting out of this. See, when Mom first got there, she was not calm at all. And then the cop was like, look, I pulled a gun out of your son's ass cheeks. He fought with the cops. He's going the fuck to jail. Mom didn't say shit because she knows. Here we go. He's going to start kicking shit. Oh, has he finally accepted this
Can
fate?
you please loosen these cuffs a little bit?
As soon as we get to the
No, like
booking, you're not giving me a reason, bro. You're kicking my.
No, I didn't. I'm literally I put my feet on your thing. That's all I did. I'm not kicking. I probably.
Be there in about 2 minutes, and we'll get those cuffs off you. All right.
All right. And I was literally doing everything they said. They said go on the sidewalk.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You weren't doing everything they said. You were mouthing off to the cops, and you got physical. Nice try.
I went on the sidewalk. They started like walking up on me. I said, I'm on the phone. Can you please not grab me? And then he kept walking.
Yeah, because you kept walking away.
I listened. I said, I listened to everything you said. You told me to back away from me, guys. I backed away. And then you told me to go on the sidewalk. Now I'm on the sidewalk. But then I was saying it like in a high tone.
It's never their fault. There's always an excuse.
That's probably what made him mad. But I don't see what, like, you can't take, like, just from me yelling, you're supposed to, like, de-escalate, tell me to calm down instead of that.
Yeah, bro, like, he tried to de-escalate. The problem is you didn't de-escalate. You kept yelling.
Instead of telling me to calm down, he literally, like...
Bro, he told you to calm down and you didn't calm down. That's how he tried to de-escalate.
Tackled me.
Yes, because you did not calm down, because you yelled. That's why.
I was listening. I was on the phone with my mom. I wasn't even interfering with the traffic stop. I swear, I was literally on the phone with my mom, telling her that we just got pulled over.
Trey Raven with the $2 super chat says, I bet Mom's quiet because it's her gun. I bet it is too. Alan Doe says, if he would have just had the gun inside, it would have been illegal. If he doesn't have a concealed carry permit, then it's definitely illegal. He says if the gun wasn't concealed, would it have been legal? I don't know. That's probably a question for a Praetorian Guard.
I was not going to do anything. I listened to everything they said.
Stop.
Everything they said.
Stop.
And still listening to everything they said, he still ran up on me, grabbed me by my arm, twisted it behind my back. And as he's doing that, one of them's like elbowing me right in my neck.
Yes, they don't do that for no reason, my guy.
The other one punched me in the back 3 times.
Yes, because you were resisting.
While the other ones...
I swear to God, these niggas think that we're just going to believe them when they say, well, they just come up and punch me for no reason.
Elbows inside of my neck.
I wasn't there, brother.
Yeah, wait, do they have the body cam footage though, right?
Yeah, yes, they do.
Oh, yeah, dude. My dude. Oh, my gosh.
Bro, you're going to jail.
He was charged with battery on an officer, carrying a concealed firearm, possession of a concealed firearm during a felony, resisting arrest with violence, and obstruction with violence. He was
sentenced to 24 months of probation. Okay.
To 24 months of probation.
It is what it is. Look, man, I'm good with him getting probation. There's no need to end the kid's fucking life. Hopefully he learned a lesson. This next video is entitled, they tried to tow her car, she floors it instead. Oh my God, let's get it.
Driver's license was suspended.
Uh-oh. Let's
These
reset
are the
hard arm
events
bingo
that followed.
We were close to bingo
Stop.
too, y'all.
How you doing? License and registration, please.
245 Melbourne, happy for Walton.
As soon as I get your license, I'll be glad to tell you.
1549 Robertson.
Thank you, ma'am. Jasmine, the reason why I'm stopping you is because I run the plate. Your license actually comes back suspended, and you have a seize tag order in reference to your car insurance.
Uh-oh, George C. with the $5 Rumble Rant, Jesus Christ, with the $5 Cash App, says $5. He is under 21, so no pistols, period. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be at least 21 to carry a weapon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you do.
No, I went to the courthouse yesterday.
Oh, here we go.
Like
More
suspended,
cap.
you
Oh,
have
I
a
went to the
seize tag order
courthouse
in
and
reference to your car insurance. Yeah. Well, I mean, you do.
No, I went to the courthouse yesterday.
Stop the cap. Right. You made the payment, but you didn't take care of everything else.
How do you know?
Because it says in my record.
I just did it yesterday. Maybe you didn't update me. But you didn't say I couldn't drive.
Okay, well, I'm telling
I did it yesterday. Maybe, no, don't try it.
you can't drive. Your license is suspended.
It's not. If I went to the courthouse,
Okay.
I made pay.
Then when's the last time you had a ticket?
I haven't been pulled over. You're the first one to pull me over in money.
So you've never had a ticket before?
Panda Trucker with the $5 super chat says, wait, the cops ran up on this nigga and attacked him and he done nothing wrong? Set that poor George Floyd free. There you go. Dude, I swear to God, let them tell it. They're all George fucking Floyd.
No, only red light cameras.
Red light cameras? Okay. Has your license ever been suspended before?
No.
No? Okay. And the address here, is this correct?
Yeah.
Well, which one? The one on your license here or the Conway Road?
The one on my license.
The one on your license? Okay. Because they don't forward DL information, that's why. How long has it been since you lived in Conway?
Only a couple months.
A couple months? Okay, so you just moved back here?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you have there? You were trying to show me something else. What's this?
This is the paper I did at the court.
This is bullshit, dude. I don't buy this for a second.
Okay, this shows you live in Kissimmee.
What?
The paperwork that you filled out yesterday. I'm sorry? Well, because you have to have the correct address on your license. That's a civil infraction. The Kissimmee one?
The one on my ID.
Okay, well, why would you write incorrect information?
I didn't write incorrect information.
Okay.
She doesn't appear to be being
I'll
too
be right back.
difficult. Uh-oh.
Stay in the car, ma'am.
Yeah, but you're doing something you're not telling me what to do.
I don't have to tell you right now. Have a seat in the car and I'll be right with you. Okay, well, that's incorrect. So, have a seat in the car. I already told you, you have a seize tag order. Have a seat in the car and I'll be with you in just a minute.
Okay, but where's my license? I have to go pick up my kids.
Your license is being returned to the state of Florida as well. Have a seat at your car.
Oh,
have a seat in your
boy.
car when I'm done. Ma'am, I don't care. You have to have a seat in the car. Okay, listen to me. You don't have the right to get out.
I have the right to do whatever I want.
Ma'am.
Oh, that's the problem. I have the right to do whatever I want. No, you don't. There are laws in this country. This is the problem with niggas. They think they have a right to do whatever they want. Yet, they also hate America.
My car, get out of my car. You cannot tell me I cannot get out of my car.
Yes, I can.
Yes, he can.
Can you not? You're not my boss. You're not my daddy. You don't do
There's
shit
a
for me.
Supreme
Oh my God, you're not my boss. You're not my daddy. Bitch, you don't listen to your boss or your dad. Fuck out of here.
Court ruling that says you need to get back in your car. Now get back in your car.
Let me see the paper.
Google it. Get back in your car.
I'm not Googling nothing.
Okay. Ma'am, you're losing your car today. I'm impounding the car.
How are
I'm
you
taking your
impounding my
license
car?
and I'm taking your tag.
How are you impounding
So if you
my
want to
car?
call somebody to come get you, that's the best
I
thing.
can't. I'm here
Okay.
by myself and
Well,
I have to go
I
get my
apologize. Your license is suspended.
Real Rain 89 says, I think we've watched this one before. Guys, I want to make something crystal clear to you. I have a very, 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 very good memory. I can assure you, if we've seen it before, I will know immediately. We have not seen this one before. Let's continue.
4 times you have an FR suspension.
No, I just went
and
to
you
the
have not
courthouse
cleared
yesterday.
everything
I
up.
just showed you the
Everything
paper.
is not cleared up.
What do you mean? Then why
I'm
didn't
telling
you
you.
tell me that? I asked, is there any other problem?
That's literally what he just told you. He told you that he has a seized tag order.
She didn't say nothing.
Well, I'm telling you what there is. I will
but
give
you
you all
can't
the court.
impound my car.
I will give you all the information.
Yes, he can.
Your car is getting impounded.
What do you mean by that?
It's going to go to the
You
record
know what
yard.
impounded
It's going to
means.
go to police impound until you get a valid license. So you physically go down to the DL office and reinstate your license.
Why can't I just
You
take
owe
it from
money
my house?
because you're not allowed to drive.
I've been
I
paying
cannot
monthly
let
on
you
it.
get in a car.
Yeah, but you paying monthly on your car has nothing to do with what he's doing. Nothing to do. Emo Mo says, ask the cop. This stop happens all the time. Absolutely. Praetorian Guard says he would have let her walk. She caused this. Yes, she did. Craig J says, people getting bold out here. I was told as a black man not to get out of the car when dealing with cops unless asked to. Right. Exactly. But you see now people doing literally the opposite. Literally the opposite. And oh, by the way, this is a dark-skinned black woman. This is a dark-skinned black woman.
Oh, I went to the courthouse and she said there's no problem.
I'm just telling
you're
you
lying.
what's
Sweetie, you're lying. Stop it.
going on.
You don't go to the courthouse and they don't tell you, oh, there's no problem. You went to the courthouse because there was a problem.
Well, you can take it up with the clerk.
I was just there yesterday.
Okay. Hey, Ron, come on over.
Be tall, young, and attractive with the $2 super chat says, you're not my dad, as if that would have made a difference. Exactly. Exactly.
Ma'am, I can't help it if she doesn't do her job. I can't help that.
Oh my God. Yes, you can. Sweetie, you're lying. She didn't tell you there was no problem. Stop it.
Ma'am, go stand by your car.
I have 2 kids to take care of, and Hard R Bingo is underway. I got my kids. Shane will win with the $5 super chat. Says people like this only understand one way of compliance. Try arguing this back and forth in most countries. Right.
Go stand by your car. Go stand by your car. Okay. Ma'am, you're this close to going to jail. Okay. This close to going to jail. Have a seat by your car. Ron, don't let her go.
Is this bitch really gonna try to drive away?
Get out of the car now!
She tried to drive away.
Turn around, put your hands on the back.
What is your problem?
Get out of the car.
You tried to drive away from cops.
What is your problem? What is your problem?
Relax.
You got into a car with no license and no tag and tried to drive away.
Relax.
You're hurting me. You're hurting
Relax.
me.
Here we go. Here we go. She's about to chimp out. She's about to chimp out.
No, I don't want to go to the ground. Get off of me. I have to go get my kids. No, you are not putting these on me. What are you doing? Oh, oh my God.
Roll over. Stop resisting. Usual suspects.
I'm only 130 pounds. Get off of me, please. Get off of me, please.
Incredible.
I'm only 130 pounds.
Stand up.
My arm.
Stand up.
Stand up. Oh, what the? Oh, God, what did you get my kids? What is wrong with you? Look at my hair. I didn't do nothing to you. What the?
I didn't do nothing. No, you didn't do anything to him. You literally tried to flee.
Take off on a traffic stop. Get in. It's all on video. Get in.
I was at the wall.
Get in.
You're such a dick.
Yeah, well, too bad. You're going to jail.
County 249. Show it the black female 1015. Then resume normal.
249 is moving normal traffic with the 1015. You guys okay?
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Be careful. Need more units?
You take these handcuffs
Nope,
off?
you're going to jail, ma'am.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
Well, unfortunately, when you fled from the stop, you did something wrong. When you didn't listen, you did something wrong.
I was
So
going
now,
to the
now, and then
courthouse.
when you punched me, when you
I
punched me on the
punched
ground,
you.
yep, you swung and hit me.
I did not
Now
hit
it's battery,
you.
Leo.
That's a lie.
It's all on
I don't
video.
even know how to do a punch.
Okay, it's all on video.
I don't know how to throw a punch.
Ma'am.
No.
Man,
I don't know how to throw a punch. Oh, now she's gonna try to play the woman card. Please.
it's all on video.
Oh my god. How can you lie? Give me a
You all right?
break.
Are you? Yep.
At where?
Why would I arrest you? Because you ran from the traffic stop.
I didn't ran from the traffic stop. I was at the red light, the light turned green.
Ma'am.
Oh my god,
Ma'am.
this bitch.
Ma'am,
I was at the courthouse.
did you not just drive off? Did you not just drive off?
No,
Yeah,
because I was
okay.
going to the courthouse. Why
There it
can't I
is.
run?
Because-
Oh, I was trying to go to a courthouse. There it
But
is.
the traffic stop wasn't done, and I told you that.
Yeah, but I need to go to the courthouse.
It doesn't matter. You don't have the right to leave. You don't have the right to leave.
We got a clap back up, y'all.
Well, I don't need to understand.
And they tell you you're fine to go. Why would you tell me I'm fine to go so I can get arrested? That
Huh?
makes sense.
I don't know. That's between you and them. Well,
And I didn't do nothing.
unfortunately, you'll go to jail today.
She lied.
Unfortunately, you go to jail today. You'll get booked in.
Okay, so when are you taking me there?
Right
When
now.
I'm ready. It's my time. I will get done, and we will head that way.
You're so inconsiderate. You hurt me.
Yeah, well, guess what, sweetie? When you get arrested, you don't have as many rights.
I'm bleeding. You hurt my both of my legs. And you say I punched you. I can't even throw a punch. I've never even fought like that before. What are you talking about? You got complete control. You're trying to tell me
Yeah.
a 130-pound girl was being threw a punch for her,
130-pound girl. Now all of a sudden she's a
her
victim.
hands behind her back? That's
You're
a
right.
lie.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
No, we're not.
Just
I wanna
one, just
go
one
get
on
my
a
kid.
traffic stop. And she didn't believe her stuff was suspended.
No,
and
I believe you.
then
but
she
I went
decided
the
to
car
jump when
yesterday.
her car was
Paid
getting ready to get
$50. Why would
impounded.
she lie?
She jumped in the car and took off.
Oh?
So Ron was able to get here, I was able to get there, and then, of course, she wanted to fight and not go to
I
jail.
did not fight. I don't know
Yeah,
how
you
to
did.
fight. I'm only 130 pounds. I'm small. How can I fight?
So it was a good day, I guess.
Yeah.
For you.
Nobody got hurt. No one's.
I'm hurt.
She's like, I'm hurt.
I'm bleeding and my head is hurting.
Oh, stop.
If the caregiver is there in FDS 51, we can respond to
How are you? Been a while, man.
And if it's a
Can
DNR,
I leave, please?
Nope. You can't leave. We're going to the jail.
Then let's go. What are you waiting for?
We gotta wait on the tow truck and
I still got stuff to do. Yeah, you don't mind.
This is what happens when you fight the cops, sweet cheeks.
All right, I'll move so you can pull up. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, you saved old boy's ass.
I know. I think I heard you. That was you, I think. Hey, you meet the new chief?
not yet.
He's there. He's a good guy. You probably know him. You probably remember if you saw him.
My wife knows him.
Yeah.
I love how this cop
And
just does not
his
give a
son works
shit.
for OPD.
Oh, yeah.
Too. Yeah. Good guy. Cool. All right, man. Thanks a lot.
I don't know why they at the courthouse didn't tell me the truth. Or I'm getting, that doesn't make sense. I went there to figure out what's going on with my license. Because I do not want to go to jail. I do not want to get pulled over by you guys. It's a waste of time.
Well, you've been pulled over and you are going to jail, so you're 0 for 2
so I
today,
don't
sweetie.
understand why I went to the courthouse and she did not tell me everything.
Take it up with them.
I don't understand that.
And she's lying. She can sit here and say that they told her nothing was wrong. Dude, come on. Come on. Like, that's ridiculous.
Why would I go there if she's not going to tell me everything? And then you can say I throw a punch? For what? To make you feel better? I did not throw no punch. How can I throw a punch?
She's literally trying to just talk her way out of this.
I know why
I like that he's just not even responding anymore.
this lady lied to me. Because she knew I would get in this predicament. Doesn't make any sense. I did my part. Went to the courthouse to find out what's going on with my license.
No, you didn't.
And she lied to me. So my car didn't get impounded. I cannot afford to get that out. I have to take care of my kids.
If everything were cool, sweetheart, she would have given you paperwork to prove it. But it wasn't, so she didn't, and that's why it's not.
And this is wasting my time and my kids' time for no reason. And then you're gonna tell somebody, oh, are you okay? What has happened to you? You gotta go home, open up a cold beer, right?
Yep.
Who's gonna feed my kid?
Yeah, not his problem. And nobody gives a fuck about your kids, not even you. Stop it. See, all of a sudden now all of a sudden, who's gonna feed my kids? You can give a fuck about your kids until you got in the handcuffs, lady.
I'm gonna put my kids to bed.
Yeah.
They're gonna wonder where their mother is.
Yeah, well, you can tell them. You can tell them when you get back. Mama went to jail because Mama's a dumbass.
She went to pay her money to the courthouse when they want to go to Disney. And I can't even take them
Oh, give me a fucking break.
because I have to work
Yeah, Disney. Oh, woe is me.
to pay these tickets from these red light cameras because I'm trying to go to work.
Okay, so how about we don't run red lights? How about we start there?
And then you're gonna throw me on the fucking ground. And
Yes, he threw you on the ground because you resisted arrest.
then say throw a pipe. So then what? If I get booked, how do I even get out? Like, what the f is this shit? Doesn't make any sense. You see 2 car seats in the back. What the f does that mean? I didn't do nothing. No weapons, nothing.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. That's why you're getting arrested.
She drove up. Yeah, to find out why they had the car. Why? I was just there and paid a lot of money that I don't have.
She was charged with fleeing, resisting arrest without violence, and driving with a suspended license. She was sentenced to 1 year in jail and 2 years of probation.
Oh! Wait, so the bitch actually got jail time. Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco. All right, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. Game 5 is... Game 5 of the NBA Finals is about to start. I didn't know Lou Dort went to Arizona State. How about that? I rode my bike 15 miles. I rode my bike 15 miles today. Sometime during the game, I'll probably have it on my phone while I'm riding. But I'm going to go for another bike ride. I'm going to start doing 2-a-days. I'm going to start laying down 30 miles daily before we start lifting weights. This is actually NBA. This is actually NBA. Stanley Cup Finals. I think Game 6 is tomorrow. I guess. We'll see. That is going to do it for this, the 1169th edition of TSR Live. My thanks to all of my super chatters, my cash appers. I appreciate that. I use these cash apps to go buy coffee every day. I'm being dead ass. Thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow.